Here comes the man in the suit. It's a legend. It's quite cool. Kruse Control Show. Kruse Control Show. Kruse Control Show. Kruse Control Show. legend is quite cool. Cruise Control Show. Cruise Control Show. Wow. Cruise Control Show. Cruise Control Show. Control Show. Cruise Control Show. Wow. Cruise Control Show. Cruise Control Show.
Live from Los Angeles, it's Monday night and time for the Kruse Control Show. And here's our host, Brian Kruse.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Monday, February 16th, 2026. Welcome back to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I'm your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that little brief hiccup. I don't know what happened. I'm going to go live, and all of a sudden, like, this wasn't working, and that wasn't working. This didn't have power, but here we are. Good to have you guys back. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Had a good Valentine's Day. Maybe you, had a great time with the person you loved or yourself and had a great weekend. What's up, Queen? Good to have you back. We're back getting it. Keep moving. It'll be like St. Patty's Day before you know it, guys. This right. I don't know. The time's going by way too fast. Quickly, guys, off the top. So, okay, we talked about this last week about how they're going to do the new Pirates movie, right? Like, Pirates is coming. Also, Tom Cruise's Top Gun's coming. And Jerry Bruckheimer actually said, yes, they are both in active development right now. He's getting a new script for Top Gun Maverick 2, or I guess Top Gun 3. I don't know what you even call this now. I got the Need for Speed. That's coming still, too. He said the Pirate script's being developed, too, so these are all 100% true stories. But, of course, I'm going to tell you right now, this is Paramount, Disney coming together, Bruckheimer doing it. But the one person, guys, that's really on my mind today, thinking about Paramount very quickly, guys, because, again, this has been kind of developing today, too. And I'm kind of throwing a curveball right here, but apparently WB is deciding to start to listen to WB's offer, and they might drop Netflix, guys. So that's something that's going down right now. Apparently, after all this time, they are supposed to announce something tomorrow morning about how they're going to go active negotiations with Paramount now about merging over and taking over WB. So that Netflix deal's not done yet, guys. We're going to talk about that, guys. Happy to have you. Happy Monday. I really think this is just ridiculous at this point, but let's get into it, guys. Welcome back, That Thirsty Daddy. GR, what's up, GR?
Yeah, Brian, I told you they weren't done.
Oh, GR. It's like I said before, it's like when someone wants to date you. You want to date someone, they say no. And then you just keep saying no. They keep saying no. I guess eventually they say yes. Don't use that in your life, guys. That's not a great way to look at things. But I will say this year, I was pretty surprised by this. And like the trades are talking about today, that they're actually going to take in this new, of course, offer, which is again 25 cents per month added on top of the deal for all the shareholders on top of that $30 per share. So are you shocked by this, GR, at all?
Not really. I still wouldn't be surprised if at the last minute the mouse comes in here.
I knew you were going to say it. Like Mickey Mouse will come in and be like, give me that offer right now, guys. Well, GR, okay.
They'll give them 30 cents a share,
They'll go to 35 or something like that. Like, here you go. We're going to blow that out of the water and take your company. I just still think that they shouldn't build. What's up, Queen? Good to see you here, too. Also out here, too. I guess also here, too. We got Kira here, Countess here. Everybody, welcome in the chat over on TikTok, too. Woken, good to have you there. I'm doing good, Woken. How you doing today? But, GR, I'm not surprised by it, but I'm also like, will this ever end? We've been talking about Paramount for so long now in Kruse Control, before them merging with, of course, Skydance, and now are they going to be the one company to rule them all, GR?
Brian, I think they can do whatever deal they want, and I don't think it's going to go through.
I feel like that's still too big. Paramount and them are way too big. It's a monopoly right there at that point to have those two like merge. So you're leading towards a monopoly.
That's why I think this is a whole lot of hullabaloo about nothing for a good long time.
Well, we do know that apparently Top Gun and also pirates aren't any kind of hullabaloo, whatever you said. Yeah, hullabaloo.
Hullabaloo, Brian. It's a big word.
Hullabaloo. Are you surprised by these being announced by Bruckheimer? So avid and he's excited about it. They're moving forward.
We both knew the Pirates was going to be coming again.
Yeah.
And Johnny will be back. Top Gun 3 to me is a fairy tale, going to be a fairy tale movie.
Well, the script, Tom loves what they got for the idea. If Tom loves a GR, then it happens. Tom Cruise says,
Brian,
let's go.
You have to remember, I'm a vet. And given what the storyline was in the last one, he'd have been kicked out of the Navy.
Oh. Well, he saved the day in the last one, though. He saved the day.
Well, it's a movie.
He saved the day. Good to have you back, GR. We'll talk more about this. Good to have you back, GR.
Good to be here, buddy.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Also joining us back on Kruse Control, guys. Happy to have her back again. She's been popping up on Mondays. Loving it so much, guys. Check out all of her stuff like Late Night Lockdown. Also, of course, she's got the Jane Talks podcast. Well, oh, is she frozen right now? Oh. Okay, hold on.
She is.
Okay, she's frozen, so hold on. Also, welcome back to Kruse Control. Been a long time, and I'm happy to have her back, guys. You know her, you love her. Here come those salty takes. And, of course, she's going to bring some fire tonight. Welcome back, Miss Lexi Love. What's up, Lexi? How you doing, Lexi?
Salty, hey. Good to be back.
What's up, Lexi?
I'm here to hate, baby. That's what I do. JR's got the Gatorade, and I got the salt.
No, it's not Gatorade, Lexi. It's Haterade.
I apologize. I failed myself.
It's the Haterade now, yes. How you been, Lexi?
Good. I've started doing DJing at a goth night on Sundays. So that's
hell yeah.
For me.
That's awesome. You were saying to me earlier.
Yeah, no, I'm actually surprised at how good I am at it. It's not something I would have ever thought of. I'm not an audio person. I'm a visual person, so I never fuck with that stuff. But yeah, no, I'm doing really good. Nice crunchy sets. Going back to the 90s, all these modern kids. I'm like, I want my 90s goth stuff. So.
Bring on that 90s goth stuff. You get it then too. I'm excited for you doing
this. You're stabbing westwards, and you're your
it's
gravity
art.
Kills. It's so forgotten. I'm like, there was such a good era for hard music. 90s was a really good era for music, honestly, when we look back on it now.
I love the 90s.
I mean, I know there's a lot of people like grunge and stuff like that, but when you look at the early industrial scene and you look at the early metal scene and stuff, man, we had a good fucking scene back in the day. It is not what it used to be nowadays. Kids these days don't know what it's like.
They have no idea. Like back
Thank you, Grandpa.
Someone in the chat said, why should you care about the stuff going on with WB? You should care because we are at late stage capitalism. So what that means is that we don't have a lot of companies left, and they're all just buying each other up. And when they own everything and there's only 3 companies for everything, all your prices on everything, that's the reason why they're so high. So your cost of everything is going to go up and your accessibility of everything is going to go down. So all these things that you had access to for years and years and years, like the video game industry is a wonderful example of this, where they keep going in and taking games away from storefronts that people paid money for, and now they have invested in something, or they made the game online only and they take it away from them. That's a choice that companies that have movies can do as well. So when they own everything, when you only have 2 people to compete with, you don't have to worry about whose prices you got to match. You can create the prices, you can create the system, you can do whatever you want. It's really important to remember, pay attention to some of these things. When we're at the early stages, it doesn't matter. When there's 50,000 companies out there and so buys one, that's fine. It's when there's 3 companies left and they're buying everything. That's when you start to have concern. Also, don't sell to the Saudis. That's all I care about.
Yeah, well, they were supposed to be involved with that before, so I don't know if that same offer still stands. But we'll have to see how it kind of goes tomorrow. They're supposed to make a big announcement, but people have been talking about it today. And oh man, Lexi, I don't think this saga is ever going to end. The saga is never going to end, and they're going to keep diving into, maybe by the end of the year, maybe by Christmas, next Christmas, we'll have an actual person, right, that actually runs it all. I don't want it. Why don't we just want somebody to take over? One to rule them all, one to guide them. That's what it is.
One studio to remake all of your films.
Make them all. What's up, Katie? Make them all. Okay, of course, Pirates, and we also have, of course, Top Gun 3, right?
I couldn't begin to give a shit about that. I couldn't begin to care. Like, I mean, I already didn't care about a sequel to Top Gun over 30 years later. I don't need it. Like, they're like, all of these sequels are doing well. Let's make one. First of all, everybody knows third films never do well. Third films are always the worst. It's not always 100%. I think of 3 or 4 good examples, but like typically like people are like sequels. I'm like, well, if the sequel does well, the third one never does well. So it's just like, these franchises just go on forever and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't need a third Top Gun. I don't need any of this stuff.
Well, we'll get into that.
If you want to use your time well to watch something beautiful and good and like one of the best pieces of media ever fucking made, watch Primal. Primal is the best show ever made. It's on HBO. It's by Jendy Tartakovsky. It is the best use of visual medium ever created. He is a master of his craft. He should be celebrated. He is so good at storytelling with no dialogue, no narration, no one telling you what's going on. You just have to watch it and take it in. And it's so good. It's the best about cavemen.
I love that. I'll have to check it. I've never watched it before. I've only heard good things about it too.
Highly recommend Primal.
I would watch that, and I'd also watch Top Gun 2 with G.I. Joe, like Sean said in the chat. I would watch that too. Come on, it makes sense. It makes sense. Come on. Yo, Tom Cruise pretty much G.I. Joe. Right? He's pretty much G.I. Joe now. Lexi, good to have you back. We'll get into this some more. Good to have you back, Lexi. Happy Monday! Also joining us back on Kruse Control. Happy she's back again. Check out Ripple. Check out the Late Night Lockdown. Jane Talks. Welcome back. Miss Amikon. What's up, Ami?
Hi. Thank you. Nice to be back. I'm so sorry I have technical difficulties myself, but my Wi-Fi's been out. I apologize.
You're okay. I was like, she's here. I know she's here.
I'm here. I could hear everything you were saying. I just couldn't connect for some reason visually. But I'm back. I'm here for now.
It's the rain, Ami.
It is. It's cursing all the tech, which is okay sometimes. Just not tonight.
Get out of here. Get out of here. How have you been? You have a good week?
Good overall. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day weekend. It was good.
Right?
It was nice.
You have a fun Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it was. I had to work at night, but it was lovely. It was fun. So daytime we did some stuff. My boyfriend and I. And it was really nice. So yeah.
Nice.
How about you?
That's great. Yeah, I didn't do much. I got my favorite food and I hung out and I just watched some movies.
Great.
And I worked right up until then. I worked till like 5 o'clock and then I came home like chilled out. I've had a couple days off, so it's been kind of nice.
Oh, good. Okay.
I haven't had a weekend in a while, so I had like 2 days off. I'm like, here we go. Let's relax.
Right. Take that when you can. Absolutely.
Take a breather. I'm never taking a breather in this Paramount thing, though. I swear, it's always going down. We're getting more and more updates all the time. Are you shocked that WB might be getting back in bed with them?
I'm not shocked. It's money and it's business, but at the same time, it's just disappointing and deplorable. So, like everything else with that, it's just like, yeah, I agree with everything you already said. We don't need to be a broken record, but it is a broken record for good reasons.
It feels like it's definitely a broken record. Like last we were talking about Pirates, and then like all of a sudden they started rumoring everywhere, and then all of a sudden Jerry Bruckheimer dropped it too. Like, yeah, we're working on it, 100%. And Top Gun, we've been talking about that for a long time. These don't surprise me much. Does it surprise you to get the official kind of announcement from one of the producers?
No. It's. I mean, again, they. If you have a good story and have fun with it, and you keep wanting to make the movies, I get that. But at the same time, it's a broken record. We've seen it before. Like, let's utilize the money, the talent, the people better than this, because we can and have way better. And I love artistic films. I know not everyone does, but we're not just talking about just the artistic films. We're talking about actual stories that we have tons of scripts out there that are just dying to be read and looked at and produced and created. And that would be good films that were new stories that we could then have a new era of stories with, and it's redundant and it's boring. So
more pirates, right?
I love a good pirate. Like I said last time, I love a good pirate historical reference of information, because like if you're going to bring in a woman character or the punk character they were talking about, then let it be somebody like, Anne Bonny or Mary Read, which are historical figures that have no stories been told about them yet. So add that in or be inspired with that at least. But yeah, otherwise if it's just the same thing, but how many years later, it's
yeah, over and over again.
I'm tired of it.
I'm always going to go back to Blair Witch Project. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make a lot of money. Every time they gave them $200,000 and they made 120 million. That's an investment. That's a
Challenge
better.
himself, right?
That is better than Avatar. That is always going to be better than Avatar. That will always be. Every time anybody brings up Avatar, I'm going to be like, you know what? There's this movie called Blair Witch Project, and it will always stomp. The ratios. It's all about that. It's like, well, it made this much. I'm like, yeah, but how much was their advertising? They never talk about how much they invest in their
They never really
advertising.
talk about
Never.
marketing,
They
advertising.
just go, the movie cost this much to make, and I'm like, yeah, and then you spent double that in advertising, so the movie actually cost you this much to make. Don't bullshit me. Don't sit here and be like, yeah, like when you have something so small and so simple. Like I said, I want to see a studio that opens and says, "Here's $1 million. Go make a movie.
Mhm.
I will take the returns from it. But like whatever you do, this is all I'm going to give you. Go make a movie." And there will be billions and billions of independent directors out there clawing at the door for their opportunity. I know people who, if they had $500,000, they can make an amazing film.
Oh
If
yeah.
they had $1 million,
Absolutely.
imagine what some of these artists could do, and imagine the turnaround on those projects, and imagine like what we would benefit from, because we would have a bunch of interesting, creative new projects that people like invested into, or a bunch of like rehashed bullshit. But
Which is always going to
it's-
happen.
You know-
Always gonna happen.
Unfortunately, there's a song about that studio. To dream the impossible dream.
GR's like always trying to get that in there, aren't you, GR?
Dote.
Well, hey, Brian, I mean, I agree with Lexi. It would be a great occurrence, but there's a snowball's chance in hell of that
Oh, for
ever
sure.
occurring.
100%. And then like all these movies, they go, you know who we should bring back for the movie? The actor from it. And they're like 80 years old, and they're like, just reel them out and bring them back in. I'm like I mean, these guys are like,
No, it's
Johnny
okay.
Depp, Tom Cruise.
die.
What's Tom Cruise? Tom Cruise is like 60 something, isn't he?
If that.
Isn't he?
63, I think.
He's
I
64.
was gonna say he's like in his 60s at this point. I'm like, he's not even in his 50s anymore. I'm like,
No.
Brad Pitt, like they keep rolling these old guys out, and they all look like they're melting, and they're old. I'm like, it's all right to evolve as an actor. Like every actor should start out with the young guy roles and then evolve into those really amazing old guy roles when they get older. There's all kinds of amazing old guy roles these guys can do. And they're like,
There's
what
so
you
many
should
great
be
ones.
doing? Playing the
Hey,
same.
those
character you
old guy
played when you
roles
were
are
20.
mine. I'm sorry.
It's just like sad. I'm like, okay, I don't like. I know Cruz has got it. Like he's still fit. He's still whatever. But it's still like I don't know. I'm not.
You see
interested.
the AI thing that came
I
out
was
with Tom
just gonna
Cruise and
say,
Brad Pitt?
That
Yes.
was funny as hell.
Wow.
We watched it on Friday, and they're like, there's more that are blowing up right now. So much so that Disney and Paramount, they're doing
doing
cease and
it, yeah.
desist. They're going
Yeah.
cease and desist against ByteDance, who, of course, they would launch that new AI program. And there's so many, and if you're a comic book person, like Batman is fighting like the Hulk, you know what I mean? You got like all the different, like Thanos is fighting Wolverine. So you're getting all these mix-ups, and it looks just like the actors. It's crazy how good this new AI one is.
You know what I've had a problem with lately is like if you're on a dating app, I can't tell anymore if it's AI or not. Or like I'll be on somewhere and I'll start following a girl, and then I'll start looking at like their stuff, and I'm like,
Oh.
their shirts like moving through it, and I'm like, but it's not like it was before. It's finally clean enough that like, because like I said, like I'm an expert in this stuff. Visual stuff is like where I know my thing. I'm like, I've never been caught off guard by photoshopping or any of this kind of stuff. I've always been really good with it. And the fact that I'm finally at a point in my life where I cannot differentiate, I'm like, well, we officially hit that area. And there's obviously still like that AI slop that's really easy to determine. But I'm like, I have a lot of people I've been looking at lately, and I'm like, I can't tell if you're AI anymore. And then I'm like, am I following a bunch of like AI like people on Instagram and all this kind of stuff? Because I'm like, I'm struggling. Like the body shape is obviously, and I'm like, and there's a lot of surgeries out there that you can get to get those body shapes. But I'm like, something about this feels like off, even for that kind of stuff. I'm like, it's very hard.
That's scary from a professional's point of view too, to hear that.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why the Motion Picture Alliance is already suing them over this whole thing. And even more just like launching over the weekend after the Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise thing. It's all out there. And of course, I've been before reached out to someone too, like on these dating apps, like a girl reaches out to me. I'm like, I don't know if this is real or not.
Well,
you know what I mean? That's the sad
It's
part.
probably not, Brian.
I know, GR. Oh.
I got this ad on my Instagram, and they were like, use AI. Literally, it was use AI for your adult content to create your adult content. And I was like, oh my god, I'm like, porn is just going to be a bunch of guys making AI
Yeah.
girls. And
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, AI girls.
Already. Video
And
games.
all of them-
Why
I
not?
was like, so you're just
That's
gonna
what it's gonna
pay
be.
another dude for his, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's
Heck
no,
yeah. Already.
like, it kills the industry too. It's like there's no industry at that point if everything was
Right.
AI, because everything was already fake to begin with in that industry, and now you're like, well, if you want to see how fake we can make it, it's like, damn.
Mhm.
Bring on the fembots. That's coming. Bring on
Of
the fem.
course. All the sci-fi's coming true.
All that's going to happen. And of course, we're getting more Top Gun and Pirates as well. So in that kind of realm of like, you know, it's like they could do a whole AI movie with Pirates if they wanted to. We wouldn't even know it, I bet, almost at that point. Give them like 3 more years. And that's why this contract matters so much, I think, for SAG right now when you have this stuff and then these big companies merging and then they're cutting people already. It's already like a slippery slope in this town. The jobs are already going away. And, you know, and they're supposed to be booming right now, and it's clearly just not booming yet. So we got a lot of problems that hopefully this contract works out, but I think the powers that be are still going to try to consolidate power and become one company. That's a big problem. Disney, if it's Disney and Paramount as 2 big companies, even Netflix in there, we're screwed. That's even if it's 3. I mean, it's like really not great. Bring on independent
Like, it's so
stuff.
funny to think of Netflix at this point as like the little guy.
Right.
I know.
And then it became like this powerhouse, and it's like, well, you know, we've got like, you know, it's like Mazda. Mazda's the only original, like they're the only auto company who is like 100% their own independent company. It's like we got Netflix, they're like Mazda, and they're going up against like the auto giants. You know, it's like that all over again. But
It's
like
a scary time. But it's film.
I never
But
would
that's
have
where
thought film would get to this place. Like, this is not what I would have expected. But also, like, it makes perfect sense. It's media. It's a corporeal object to sell as long as there's money to be made.
which is why show business, show business. But it feels like the show part's being like kicked to the curbside there at me. Like, get out of the show. Just be like about business. It's all about money now.
Taken hostage and be like, oh, we can replicate this. We don't need you anymore. It's like, no, you can replicate pretty cool things, but you're always going to need humanity and human contact. It's not the same thing. You're going to get bored with it. We were just watching, my boyfriend and I were on the news with Justine Bateman debating a tech person who I don't remember his name, but he has a studio and they use the licenses and they do it the ethical way. But she was bringing up really good points where it's like, yeah, you can make it look really good. Like that looks just like Brad Pitt and just like Tom Cruise, but it's not them. And there is a missing element that human side has always been there for storytelling. And even if you aren't aware of it yourself as a consumer, because you're not in the arts, you're not in the business itself, you will still get bored with the new ones coming out when that's gone, that missing link. Because that's what connects us with any storytelling format, with whatever medium it is that you choose, whether it's video games entertainment or film entertainment, TV entertainment, you name it, theater, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You want that entertainment for a reason, and CGI just won't be able to put that humanity in it, period.
Yep.
Well, it's not the same as the fight about CG either, where we were like,
Right.
practical so much better than CG. It's like, well, this is beyond that. I'm like, this is actually like, well, this is literally like, this is actually going to take jobs, and not just like,
Right.
It's not a transition of like technology. It's not the same as like when factories evolved and things like that. This is a whole other, and it's moving so fast. The conversation that I just said about looking at people and not being able to determine 3 months ago, I could, now I can't. I'm like, we're officially 3 months at a point where I can't anymore. I'm like, and in another 3 months, it's going to get better and better and better. And I see less of like the very wet stuff with the smoke coming out of it and all that kind of stuff. Like I don't
the 6 fingers.
Right.
I don't see, like, weird Jetsons, like, AI thing and stuff like that. Like, I don't see this stuff like as much anymore. But then I also realize too, I get wrapped up in things and then go, I'll be like, I'll have 7 or 8 episodes into something and be like, this was AI. I'm like,
AI saw
right?
This
Like
could
the
actually
short-
ruin the industry in the fact that people will flock to it because it's so new and exciting.
Yeah, it's shiny and
And
pretty.
Exactly. And then 6 months to a year later, it's the same crap all the time. There's no, people in it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then-
I would hope.
Then it collapses and we don't have a studio anymore to pick it up.
Well, then you become AI studios.
too. It's also going to affect like telemarketers. It's going to affect, people.
Oh, it's already done that. They
Oh,
call
yeah.
me all the
Higher middle
time.
management. I mean,
Me
it's
too.
not just like we're talking about on the visual side of it, but it's amazing like where the focus went for AI. Like if you told me when we started working on AI that people would focus it on destroying art in the process, like taking the one thing that we can create as our own thing. Like, it's very human nature to make art. Art is like part of being human. And so you're like, I'm going to completely eliminate that from you. And I'm like, look, labor's one thing. I'm like, art is another. I'm like, humans just need it to function, just like we need music and dance, and like all those are very important things. It's tribal. It's part of the tribalism of being human. Like, it
To
goes
vent,
back to
put things out.
so it's like when you eliminate human experiences from our lives, we don't have anything to experience anymore, and it takes so much from us. It's not just about work and capitalism or any of that stuff. It's about like the destruction of the human experience through the killing of art, because it's one of the few things that brings us together as a species and makes us have those experiences, the Macarena, things like that. It's a social experience. No, seriously, like, we don't have a Macarena anymore. We haven't had that experience in this world.
Please,
Like,
Brian,
in the modern
don't.
era, like, it's gone because everything is focused. Everything is focused on.
Don't put that in our head. That's a worst thing you could have brought up. The
But like,
Macarena.
when you have a curated experience, all your media, everything that you watch is, hey, I see you liked this. Here's 50 more of this, and you're like, well, I do like that, so I'm going to keep eating that. And I'm like, you don't have that experience where you're listening to like terrestrial radio, and you're like, oh, I love this song. Oh, I don't know this band. Like, that experience that we all had where we stood at work and talked around the water cooler and said like, hey, did you watch, Dynasty last night? It's like, hell yeah,
Those
I
days
did.
are
It's
gone.
like, that's a big deal. But like, now we don't have that because
Did you
we all
binge
have
it?
our own individualized experiences. I'd say the closest things we've had recently are Stranger Things and Squid Games. Those are the two biggest, like,
Episode 9's next week, I think.
GR's gonna keep putting the conspiracies out there that's coming.
That's another one.
He's gonna
Look,
keep pushing it.
I know exactly what he's talking about. And I'm just like, keep it
It's
going.
If you can go deep into that. You can go really deep into that. And I
can't
start to
wait for
believe it
episode
too.
9. Wasn't
I
episode
start
9 made by AI as well? Isn't that also something I heard?
It'll be
Well,
definitely
of
AI.
course it was. You had to know that.
Yeah. Well, AI is going to do everything. AI can make pirates. AI can make Top Gun. AI can do a lot of stuff. Hopefully, we use it as a tool and not a conqueror. A tool is nice. Not,
I do think it's gonna push a lot of us to be like, well, fuck that. We're gonna start our own studio, though. I do feel like there's going to be.
That'd be great.
I don't know what, when, or how exactly, but I just feel there's so many of us as a collective worldwide, especially SAG-AFTRA, that's just like, what are we doing? Like this, if they're not gonna work with us and capitalism gets to the point where it already is, like, human nature is to have a new arm of the department of what, art and
We'll call it real actors.
yeah, something.
I hope whoever created AI has that Oppenheimer experience where he's like, what have I done?
Oh, probably. What have I unleashed? What have I put out there?
I created a monster.
And then in
Yes.
like 40 years, we'll be
Indeed.
watching a movie about the guy who made AI, and he's like,
Still
just
alive
from the-
through AI.
grandson.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like a head in a
He's
bubble
a
like
head
his
in a
Futurama.
bubble,
Yeah, like Futurama, GR. It's like Futurama. I don't know. We'll see,
Exactly.
guys. I'm going to keep you posted on this WB thing. Of course, the Pirates thing, and of course, the Top Gun. We've been talking about it for a long time. AI is always on our brains here, guys. But we're going to keep this going. So, guys, get ready. More WB news, more AI news, and more Pirates and Top Gun coming. We got to talk about, guys. We got to keep going. We got to keep going. Come on. All right, everybody, the very first thing I'll talk about is, of course, more bringing together and more consolidating Apple, guys. Apple has now finalized a deal to bring home Severance to Apple Studios. Now you're like, but isn't Severance already on Apple? Yes, it's there, but they haven't been the exact, of course, creators and holders of all the rights, but now they are. That's right. Apple has finalized a deal with Fifth Season, which is, of course, a production company that owned the rights to, of course, Severance. And now, after $70 million later, they own all the rights to Severance. Now, of course, Fifth is always going to be a executive producer moving forward, but now of course, Disney, well, it's Disney, it's Apple. Apple has the rights. They own all, but they'll get the bigger chunk of the money. So Apple's excited to bring all that under, of course, Apple Studios. They did that also with Silo not too long ago with AMC. They purchased the rights and brought it over. So it makes sense they want to do that, but it also hurts those small studios, I think, take that buyout. In the long run, they're going to lose money overall. And I think that Apple will make more money because that shows they're going to go for a long time too. But you know what? We never know what they're going to do, guys. I got to tell you one other thing that is happening, though, is more Lord of the Flies, because this is crazy. I told you about this production before. Lord of the Flies. Netflix now, though, is officially bringing it over to US of A. Now, it was on BBC originally. The guy who did, of course, the big adaptation over there on Netflix as well. He was already producing for them, so it makes sense that this would move over as well. He did Adolescence, the actual writer for this. Adolescence, of course, was a short limited series, and now he did this. And they're producing it under, of course, their production company in the UK, but now Netflix will have distribution. So if you want to see this, guys, I have never seen like a great version of Lord of the Flies. I hope I get that now. I hope it's going to be amazing, fantastic. I love the book. The book's good.
Black and white one's great.
I don't. I guess it's gone from my brain now, Lexi. I think it never got like cemented there forever. I watched it in high school, and I always have a hard.
Flies is my all-time favorite. I've read that book so many times. I've seen every version of it.
Lexi's like, give me more of this. Well, I hope this one's just as good. I hope it's good. Everyone's like always talking about left and right now. That's going to be great. So we'll find out very soon, guys, when it comes out. And something else that, of course, adaptation to the big movies was Wicked. And Wicked came out, guys. It did fantastic. Well, I think the first one did better than the second one. Conglomerately, they made $1.28 billion overall. But now, after that 123-day window now in theaters, it will be going to Peacock on March 20th. So Peacock, be able to watch Wicked for good and get a chance to watch it. Get in there, enjoy all that magic, and even more. Talk about going back the other way. Practical Magic is going from, of course, a movie to the theaters, doing the backwards version of Wicked now. Now, of course, we know the second version of Practical Magic is coming out. The sequel's coming. That's already done, shot in the can. That's coming out. Of course, Sandra Bullock's coming back. Nicole Kidman's coming back. But now they decide, let's make it an actual stage production as well. So now we're actually taking this and bringing the magic to the stage for the first time. So you're a big fan of Practical Magic. You're ready for more of this too, guys. Of course, they have the big crew behind that. Author Alice Hoffman is developing it. Also, Grammy winners Nora Jones and Greg Wattenberg are going to be producing this as well. And they also have the director Maria Friedman attached to it, and Merrily We Roll Along. So they'll be actually doing the whole team's coming together, making this stage production. Get ready, guys. No casting and no news about dates yet. Pretty early on. But the magic is coming back to the stage and making it happen. And hopefully we get all the magic.
It's a musical, Brian.
It's a musical, GR, of course, right? You love musicals.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
GR's going to be... I want to see GR do a musical. We call him like Thirsty Dance, and he'll be dancing on stage all day.
Gilbert and Sullivan.
Thirsty Dance.
I am the modern general.
Oh, I love to see him do that.
That would be good for you.
Yeah.
I love Phantom. That was one of the best things I ever saw.
I was in Pirates of Penzance. I was in that.
Me too.
Yeah, I was Prez a long time ago.
I was one of the sisters.
Okay, it's a fun play. It's a fun
one. It is. It's a good classic fun one.
Yeah, I always remember that time in my life. It was fun to be on stage. I had a massive goatee for that too. I was like, man, this is not good.
Before it was gray, Brian.
Yeah, you're a pirate.
Before it was gray. Even like I lose the hair like from because my Crohn's. I have alopecia, so I lose it randomly. Then when it does come back, it's all white. I have another white patch popping up here now. I'm like, it's all coming baake white.
That's why all the facial hair went, because mine went gray, and it was like, oh no.
Salt and pepper, man. That shit's so good. It's so hot.
I'm rocking. Mine's like straight white. Mine's not gray GR. I never had gray hair. It's straight white.
When it's done right, when like little pat.
Steve Martin could do it. Why not?
Depends on how it looks. I'd have to see it. I guess I gotta see it.
Yeah,
like a 50-50 on that one.
I gotta say, I'm 50-50 on the SAG contract deal too, guys, because this is a big deal right now. We're going back and forth. Will they work out? Will we get the best results? I don't know yet. We've had one full week of negotiations so far, and it's been just all quiet on the Western Front. Now, honestly, they do have a media blackout right now, so they're not going to be talking about much information going forward until we officially get a deal and it goes to the board and everybody else, goes to the people eventually. We got some time. Of course, we got until the summer, so they started really early. They kind of helped that facilitate that idea, that contract. They gave everything to them. They had opening statements, and now next week, they're really getting to the nitty-gritty. So we're going to find out this week and next week how it really goes. I hope, guys, we can work a deal out. So a lot of people are frustrated and worried about AI, as we said before. But also people are worried. Like some people are worried. I know I've talked to a lot of stunt guys have been upset because, and some people in general, I know Allie talked to a little bit too about how they've lost a lot of rights from the last contract. So their stunts are worried about. Of course, actors are worried. Of course, everybody in LA is worried about the actual work here. Background, everybody is freaked out about what's been going on. It's been the wrong path forward. We're going down, not up. Hopefully we can turn that around and come back, guys, and make it happen. And I hope Neil Young can come back too, but Neil Young is taking a break for a while too, guys. He says, I decided to take a break, and he's going to cancel his, of course, The Love Earth Tour of 2026. He said, unfortunately, at this point, I can't do it. Just can't do it. He's not saying he's done forever, but there must be something happening internally that he doesn't want to talk about right now. So he's just like, I'm taking a break from all. I've decided to take that break.
Youth deprivation, Brian.
It's true. Maybe he's just worn out, GR.
Rested up.
Maybe he just needs a rest.
Man,
well deserved.
All day.
Yeah, I'm all about. I hope he doesn't. Hope he's not done. Hope he does come back. And if he just needs like a little power hour nap for a few months, do it, man. Be like that groundhog and pop out again and be like, let's go, and start making some fun news and making some fun music and have people enjoy it too. I hope so. I hope so too. Bring back Neil Young. He can make it happen.
I wish more musicians behaved like Neil Young. I really do.
Oh, they don't though. Unfortunately, like
he is such a badass. He's so like the way he fights the industry. Oh, it's beautiful.
Hey, the industry always fight back and get stuff that's just bullshit sometimes, like Baywatch guys. But at least Baywatch should bring some jobs back. It's gonna bring some jobs back, which I think is great. It's great. It's bringing jobs back. But here's the thing I didn't know about Baywatch. We got the official synopsis for this. Finally, it's a direct sequel. I had no idea. That was going to be a complete reboot. It's a direct sequel. And Stephen Amell has been cast to play the Hoff's kid. That's right. Hasselhoff's kid. So he'd be the third actor to play this part because, of course, the kid was super young in the first original series and he was recast at some point, make him a little older. And now he'll be the third adaptation of this character, Hobie Buchanan. I never watched Baywatch, guys, so I'm butchering that name. I'm sorry.
Before you were born, Brian.
Yeah, but my Uncle Marty, I would walk into my grandparents' house, my Uncle Marty's house, and he'd be at my grandparents' house or at home watching the girls run slow motion on the beach. I'm like, Uncle Marty, what are you watching? Oh, it's not for kids. They'd be turning it off for me all the time. So I did see it all the time on rerun, GR. I didn't see it all the time.
And you also have the DVDs behind you when you sit at home.
Yeah, he has all the DVDs. All of them are right there. He's got them all. But his coming in now, of course, is taking place in the future where Hobie's actually older. Now he's running Baywatch. I guess he has an illegitimate child that comes forward. His daughter never knew she was around. She's trying to become part of the force now. And he's learned to be with her dad, but also teach her the Baywatch skills on the beach too. So get ready for that. And I'm just hoping that Hoff makes an appearance at some point. He probably will. Come on.
Well, Grandpa has to be on the show, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, like Hoff can't. He's gonna be coming and singing, right? He'll be coming singing on the beach or something like that, and dancing around.
Please, no, not that.
Yes.
People love the Hoff.
Light it up. Knight Rider, bring it back too.
Yeah, I mean, they tried that reboot before. Didn't do well.
He's really not a bad person. It's nice to know that.
Yeah,
that is.
I love. Yeah, I hope all the best for him. I hope he does pop in and make an appearance. The movie didn't do well, the Baywatch movie, but maybe this will because it's the same format.
It was poorly written and terribly acted. That could have something to do with it, Brian.
I mean, I like
the same people who did 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, I didn't see the sequel. I saw the first one. I love the first one.
That was terrible too.
First, I loved.
Well, actually, if you wanted to make a 21 Jump Street movie like properly based on the show, that could be a really good film. Or if you wanted to bring that show back and once again do it properly, that could be a really good show. But like the way that they went about it, not at all. No way. It's not a comedy. It's a serious drama. Like, why did they feel that was the route to go?
Well, I'm still waiting for the Men in Black one. Get there,
at least Baywatch was goofy. Like Baywatch it took itself seriously, but it was goofy. So it's like when you wanted to parody it and make like a sort of comedy movie out of it, I'm like, I get that thought process, but like, I don't know. It's like, it'd be really funny. What if we made a comedy based on Citizen Kane? Like, that'd be so funny. Like, there's some idiot out there.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that one.
Let's make that happen.
So like, hey, did you watch Gone Girl? The really depressing. Let's make that a comedy and like a TV show comedy, right?
We can bring Casey Affleck back. It'll be fine. It'll be great.
Yeah, I'd be like, it's just like I can't.
He'll come back.
Okay,
He'll come back.
Keep going, Brian.
I mean, were you gonna say something fast before I move on? I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh no, sorry. No, it's good. It's a guilty pleasure Baywatch. I was gonna say bring back Jason Momoa because he was in the Hawaiian one. That was his first gig, and it'd just be funny having more cameos like that.
I would love that. They're shooting here.
I remember
There's
thinking,
Only if we
Don't,
shoot it.
don't swim in the
Yeah.
ocean though. Like, where are they going to film that? Because didn't they use the real Santa Monica area for filming? It
They're
was
gonna
just-
shoot. They're shooting here, but they're gonna shoot up by like Zuma Beach. They're gonna
Oh,
shoot up
Zuma
there.
Beach. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's better then.
So they're gonna shoot here. That's the idea. The opening casting in Marina Del Rey.
Did
They just
shoot
had
the
that.
original Florida?
I think they shot a lot here still because
Did
they're
they shoot
using
here?
a lot of the same locations they said from the original.
No, that's good. I
Yeah.
couldn't remember if it was. If you ever get a chance on Hulu, they have the docu series about making Baywatch. It's absolutely incredible watch.
Interesting.
Like that's more interesting than the actual show.
I bet.
Like super fascinating.
There's still a lot of drama happening in that show. I
You're
remember just
hurting
watching
David's
bits and pieces.
feelings. You know that.
Yeah, he's very sensitive soul right there too. Maybe the Hoff be the next
Never
casting.
make that show today in this climate. No way. Not like it was. Not like the original. Because the original idea couldn't execute that. Not today.
The original the original Baywatch.
The original idea was that it was meant to be sex. Like that was all it was. Like it wasn't supposed to it was supposed to just be sex and selling sex and like that, like exactly what you got from it. Like it wasn't supposed to be complicated or have stories or any of that kind of stuff. Like they knew exactly what they wanted from it. And they
I
got
never
what
heard
they
this Baywatch Nights that he was an
wanted.
investigator.
You know what, Baywatch Nights? Remember the ads for that all the time? Oh my
No.
god. I hated
that
Baywatch back in the day because it was like it dominated my television all the time. I didn't watch it, but like nobody in my family watched it because like that was not our household. But like it was always advertised, and then it was like Baywatch Nights with Renegade, the Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas.
I had no idea. Wow.
Maybe they'll reboot that
There
one.
was
next
that,
year.
there was
own
that
channel.
Knight Rider show where they had the 5 Knight Rider cars that came on after that as well. That was on for
Red
like,
Rider.
Knight
I
Rider
always liked
5
Knight
or
Rider.
whatever. They had like 5 different cars.
Bring back Kit, guys. Bring back Kit. Kit was
Yes,
fun.
bring back Kid.
That
Right.
2000s era, Knight
Brian,
Rider.
all cars in the world are Kit now. They all talk to you.
It's kind of
That's
true.
true.
It's kind of true. They're all becoming Kit, guys. We are in the future. But a lot of drama with Baywatch. That came back, guys. Something else coming back, though, is, of course, White Lotus. And White Lotus, Sandra Bernard is actually coming in now. She's in Severance, Mario Supreme. She's a great actor. I love her. She's
great.
She's
I
great.
hate her.
You really
Why?
hate her, GR? Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Why
I
is
can't
that?
stand a bitch.
Oh, well,
Okay.
GR's... Oh, come on, GR.
That's a two-way street sometimes, love.
We're going to find out about GR's hate. Did you guys date GR? Did she treat you wrong? What happened,
no.
GR? Did you break her heart or she break your heart?
She's about as funny as mud.
I like her humor. Her humor is kind of fun if you
Yeah,
ask
you
me.
can see the body sometimes, though, you know? Good for your skin.
Yeah.
GR couldn't
What-
date her. She's a hardcore lesbian. Like hardcore.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, GR.
She's been a major player in the LGBTQ.
Thank
like,
God for that.
GR. You don't know what you're missing, GR. But she'll be joining White Lotus now, guys. So the new casting for White Lotus, already know a lot is under wraps. Still not a lot of ideas what the plot will be. We know it is going to be there in France for sure, though. Helena Bonham Carter's are in here. Stephen Coogan's in here. Caleb Jonnet and also Marissa, Marissa Long. So we're getting some people. Chris Bensena's in here too. There is some people that are being casting, announcing right now. Still no big plot points. Besides, we do know that we're not actually going to go to a 4 seasons this time. We're going out as well, allowing us to branch out to other hotels around the world, around the globe, land to more dynamic scenes. And also, guys, it's going to be interesting to see what they do in Paris. I'm excited to see this. I love them. I think the last season was a
Not
little
in
bit dry.
Paris, Brian. Remember
France.
that.
They're not in Paris. They're in France, though. They're in the outskirts of France. Yeah, the
It's a
outskirts of
little
France.
bit more than France than Paris.
I bet we will see Paris,
Thank
though, at one
God.
point in there. Paris is so great. Oh, I love Paris. I want to go back to Paris so bad.
Me too.
Oh, God. Can we just be doing Paris, like Cruise Control in Paris, someplace
Down.
walking
Down
around?
for that. Yes, let's get some sponsorships, and I'm so down.
I'd be down
Do
for
it on
that.
my
Walking in Paris there.
I love that movie, Forget Paris, too. I still love that movie a lot. Forget Paris, Kevin Kline. Anyways, guys, but I gotta say, White Lotus still moving forward. Great news coming back. I love this show. Hopefully, it's gonna be great. But the show everybody's been watching for a long time, for the past few months, has been Blake Lively and Justin Vildani. But now this, guys, is still gonna go down because apparently they had their court-sanctioned mediation meeting, and they decided we're gonna still go to court. So this is going to court,
Told you
guys. It
so.
all fell apart. I know we keep going back and forth. Will it go to court? Will they settle outside? There's still a chance, GR. There is still a chance. Brian Friedman Justin's lawyer said that they're still going to talk maybe one more time, but they are amping up. They're going to court apparently now. So the date has been set. It's going down, guys, in March. So of course, you guys know it's actually moved to May now. It's supposed to be March. They moved to May now. So May it's going down unless something happens in between then and now. I don't think it will. We'll find out. But at least if it all goes wrong or goes bad, they can pop up on, over on Pete Davidson's podcast on Netflix and talk about it, guys, because he's got his own podcast right now, fully sanctioned by SAG-AFTRA. Round of applause for that. SAG-AFTRA supporting him as well. So they've worked out a deal. We're getting more of these podcast deals. Maybe we'll get one here at Kruse Control, guys. I'd be all about that too. But those deals are going down all the time. Of course, they are branching into that world and making it happen. So, guys, get excited for Pete Davidson to be doing his own podcast on Netflix. And with fun stuff, I had to talk about serious guys, and we did lose a legend today in Robert Duvall, which is wild to me. I woke up to this. I'm like, Robert Duvall passed away. Big talent. You go back to Apocalypse Now, to, of course, Network, to, like, honestly, I didn't see his last movie. His last movie came out with Christian Bale. You never know. That's always that happens. Like Pale Blue Eye came out. But I do know that Days of Thunder, I loved him in, too. Phenomenon, that's a really random one that people probably won't talk about. I love Phenomenon.
Days of Thunder. You're absolutely
Days
right.
of Thunder. The Judge, even him and Robert Downey Jr., that was great not too long ago.
No, Mockingbird. I couldn't believe
Kill
that.
Mockingbird.
Like, such a range of characters and a chameleon, just such a
He's an
legend.
incredible actor. It's a real
He had a couple of decades to do it in, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
A lot of time,
Godfather. I mean, hello.
he dominated.
He was in the business for almost
Newsies.
80 years.
Wild.
Pair of new shoes with matching laces.
Please, Brian, don't ruin a great segment with that.
Come on, GR. You just want to be the king of New York. That's all you want, right?
That's right. That's right.
Any city but New York.
Okay. Well, I think that this guy dominated for a long time, and he's going to be missed and loved and truly a great talent we lost today.
Amen to that.
And
The
hopefully,
king of Dayton, Ohio.
the king.
I made
GR.
it.
A lot of breaking news there, buddy. A lot of breaking news.
Woo, what a week.
You got through it. We're moving, guys. We're rock and roll. We got to keep this shit moving because we're going a little bit long right now. So, guys, it's that time for everybody's hot takes. Let's do it. Come on. All right, everybody. Now it's that time for those hot takes. This is that time to put that 1 minute on the clock, and all my guests get 1 minute. Break down all those hot takes on all the latest breaking news. Now, can they make it before that bomb blows up? I don't know. If they don't, that's fine. That's fine. It's cool, guys. I appreciate you. Comes down to you guys. You decide who you think has the saltiest, the best, the hottest, the hatest, the ones that makes your eyes go, what the heck? My ears go, what did I hear? Comes down to you guys. You vote and tell us who you think should win hot takes. Let's go to our panel and find out who goes first. Let us go to that wheel. Come on, guys. Let's go to the wheel.
The rigged
I
wheel.
hope you fixed the brake.
I fixed the brake.
His rigged wheel.
All right, everybody. Let's spin that wheel. Come on. I don't have a brake. I put my feet up in the air.
Uh-huh.
Yabba dabba doo.
Lexi! It's been a while, but the wheel's spoken, Lexi.
Start this soiree, so let's do
All right,
this.
Lexi. How you feeling about the hot takes tonight?
Oh, I'm so unfamiliar with a lot of it, but I've got it. We're good.
All right, Lexi. Make this happen. Make it
Come
happen,
on,
Lexi.
Brian. You know I'm ready. The pep star is fired up and ready to go.
Okay, Peppy, good to know. Okay. All right. Without further ado, hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes, Lexi.
Apple acquires Severance. I didn't know they didn't own it, so cool. Lord of the Flies coming to Netflix. I have a lot to say about this, but I only have, a short period of time here, so maybe? I don't know. Wicked for Good. Peacock release. I can't wait to watch it, honestly. I haven't seen that one yet. I really love the first one. Practical Magic. Your 40-year-old, 50-year-old moms are going to be so excited. Maybe 60 at this point, depending on what generation you are. SAG-AFTRA negotiations. Figure your shit out. Neil Young cancels tour. Well, we want Neil Young to remember that the Southern Man don't need him around anyhow. White Lotus casting. Love Sandra Bernhardt, but don't care about the show. So more excited about her than anything. Baywatch. Baywatch. Why are we trying to get this shit back? Blake Lively. Blake Lively was the worst part of Gossip Girl. She's the worst part of this case that they're dealing with too. Pete Davidson took Saudi money when his dad died in 9/11. He's a terrible person. All he's done is build a career on his dad's death. And here he is, being given more money. He's done nothing, contributed nothing to society. Robert Duvall's passing, tragic loss. He was a genuine treasure, and I am devastated to hear that.
Yeah, hot takes, Lexi. Woo! How's it feel, Lexi? Feeling good about those?
Yeah, that is not my best hot take. But I liked my Neil Young joke.
Neil Young's awesome.
That was great.
If there's hate against Neil Young out there, guys, calm down. Neil Young's great. I know people are probably mad about that concert being canceled, but
Neil Young is genuinely a treasure. I love Neil Young. It's like so much. I'm really into Neil Young's music too. Like, it's so good.
GR, did you ever meet Neil Young? I feel like GR could have met Neil Young at one point.
I met him Thursday, I think it was.
All right, GR. Don't need to be salty. Used to be doing DJing. I figured maybe one time around the point, maybe you met him or something.
No, I never got a chance.
Is that how I meet Neil Young now that I'm DJing?
Yes, that's how you meet him.
He just appears.
The only star I met as a jock was the King.
Yeah, which is still pretty great, I would say. Right?
Yeah.
You mean anybody? Elvis be the person, right?
Damn.
Frank Sinatra too.
That was the best night of my life. To be backstage to watch that concert was so fucking bitchin'.
I would love to eat some.
GR, did you see the Baz Luhrmann, the one he just put out of Elvis, his concert that he re-put together with the limited release?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
No.
Is it good?
I've heard it's excellent. My friend's a big fan. She went to it like opening day, so she was like super into it. I didn't know Baz Luhrmann made it, but I the footage they got was like super lost and like it's supposed to be amazing. But
he found it when he was doing the Elvis movie, and he actually has Elvis talking about like his last, pretty much his last interview, about him saying like what he thinks about his career, where he's going, his life. I hear it's really great.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Yeah, I'd check it out too. I'll check out this
He was
wheel.
a genuinely class act. I can tell you that.
Woo, GR. I wish I met the King. I wish I met a lot of people. Come on, where's Frank Sinatra and Jimmy Stewart William? Let's spin that wheel.
You're over here like, I wish I could meet somebody. Shut up.
Yeah, I want to have an old fashioned with Frank Sinatra. Me and old Frankie.
You've met so much modern Hollywood celebrity.
I know modern, but I like the past though, Lexi. I like the past.
Classic Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. You're already old enough that it is the past.
Hey! What? No old jokes, okay?
All of us also now.
Oh, it's true. It's so true. Oh, all right, mate. It's your turn. The wheel has spoken to me. How you feeling about this right now? Feeling okay?
Feel good? Yeah, I feel good. It's kind of a cozy day, but we're gonna go through it. It'll be good.
You got this. It's like the rain weather coming in, bringing the fire now, right?
Right.
All right. Without further ado, let's make it happen to me. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Okay, so Apple acquires Severance. Great. They're not severed from it. Wonderful. Lord of the Flies coming to Netflix. Great concept for a series. Really curious how they're going to do that. Looking for good. I did not get to see it in theaters. I'm so sad, so I'm glad I can see it on my boyfriend's birthday. Practical Magic turned into a play. Cool. I'm curious about that. I've seen Harry Potter at West End. Magical was awesome, so we'll see how they do with that because I love the movie. SAG-AFTRA ends first week of negotiations. About time. Let's do it. Come on, people. Neil Young. I saw him live with Joan Baez and Maggie Rivers for Bernie Sanders and AOC in LA a couple months ago, and it was amazing. So he needs his rest. Baywatch, bring back Jason Momoa. Like I said before, love to see what they do with that because it's just a guilty pleasure for the people who love it before. White Lotus casting. I love Paris as well, so, and maybe they'll go there. But in France, I love France, so it'll be great to see what they do with that. My first one, I still like the first one the better of it all. Blake Lively, Badoni. Always curious how that'll end up, but you know what? But the best person win, I guess. Pete Davidson, don't care, but God, good luck. And Robert Duvall, tragedy. Yes, absolutely tragedy. From To Kill a Mockingbird, The Godfather 1 and 2, True Grit, Newsies, A Chameleon, and a true legend that we have lost. Rest in peace, good sir. Thank you for everything that you were and are and stood for. Peace.
Great hot takes to me. Great hot takes.
It's been a hefty couple of weeks of losing people. I'm done.
I know.
I'm done with that.
Yeah,
It's
somebody
sad.
else died. friggin' Vanderbeek.
Kevin O'Hara.
Vanderbeek died.
Yeah.
That's so
Vanderbeek.
tragic.
So the thing, Vanderbeek, I worked with him briefly on Don't Trust the Bee. I was one of his many girlfriends on that show, and
that's
he was
great.
the most beautiful love. Like, it was one of my first gigs when I first moved to LA, and I was so nervous, and he was so kind and such a gentleman, and like we had to hold hands for 2 hours straight for the scenes that we were doing,
He
and
was an underrated treasure in Hollywood.
underrated,
He
absolutely.
was absolutely incredible actor. And if you ever get to see the show where he plays Diplo, the Vice show, where he was
No, I want to though.
oh
Absolutely.
my god, that was the best show I've ever seen in my entire life. And he played Diplo so good. Like
Wow.
highly
Diplo?
recommend that. Remember when Vice had a TV network for 5 seconds?
Yes.
They made like original shows. So like
5 seconds.
one of their original shows was like 8 to 9 episodes, I think, maybe, about like the life of Diplo played by James Vanderbeek. So it's all Diplo's real life stories, but played by Vanderbeek. And Diplo shows up in the show at one point, like as a secondary character, but like it's all Vanderbeek playing him, and he absolutely kills it. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, he was a treasure.
He was
I
just
don't know where
in
you
the.
find it, honestly.
It's got to be out there somewhere in the streaming
Oh, yeah,
world.
for
But
sure.
But he was just in that Ellie, the Legally Blonde show. He was actually playing like someone in for a governor or mayor or governor, and we'll see what happens with that character after. I mean, it's all in the can, so hopefully they got all of his stuff done before, you know?
Yeah.
It seems like they did. It's sad. Catherine O'Hara we lost too recently
Yeah.
as another big treasure.
Another treasure.
You know,
No.
it's just, it's too much.
Both her and Duvall, some of the best character actors of their
Mhm.
generation.
Can we just
Like, all
slow
time.
down people dying? Everybody hold on. You know what I mean? We don't know really what happened, but he was with his wife. I know he was Duvall was with his wife. He passed away in his sleep. He was at home. So at least he was good.
He
He
did
Yeah.
get a good run, Brian. 95 years is a
95.
pretty good run.
It's sad, but also like he's 95. Like,
That's a great life.
I mean,
Yep.
And he was
Full
still
life.
active. Full life. Full life. I don't want to ever die, though. I'm going to keep going to be 300.
That's fine.
Well, you
No,
will because AI is going to take.
AI's going to take me over, and Cruise Control's going to keep going. But it'll be AI Brian. And he'll have all the ideas. He's just going to love everything. He'll wear
You're
a
like
suit.
Max Headroom.
Yep. And my hair will get taller every time they're making it. I'm
Yeah.
like crazy weird hair. All right, GR. How do you feel these
Greer.
hot takes, man? You feeling good for these hot takes? You'll still be here too, GR. You'll still be here too.
living
But
on.
Only the good die young, Brian, so I'm immortal.
That's true.
There you go. You're going to have long blonde hair and that handlebar Hulk Hogan mustache again, GR. You're going to have that again.
Right?
Why
I
not?
remember those days. It's been a couple of years.
We're going to get you back, GR. All right, GR. Let's make it happen. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Apple buys back Severance because of the cost, so we hope it doesn't get cut. Lord of the Flies on Netflix, where else would it go? Good Lord. Wicked for Good to debut on the cock. Keep your water handy. Practical Magic now a Broadway musical. I can't wait to hear that song. Let's see. SAG-AFTRA contract. It's quiet. It's early, but do something finally. No Neil Young, man. That sucks. I miss him. Hope all's well, buddy. Even though playing Hobie on the beach, he was an asshole before, and they got a good perfect casting for it. Sarah Bernhardt joined. It's gonna ruin a great show. Lively and Baldoni, I called it, going to trial. That's why the bitch's husband's working so much. He's gonna have to pay for it. And Pete Davidson at Netflix, don't give a shit. And the loss of Robert Duvall, one of the great losses of ever. I'm gonna miss him.
Great hot takes, GR.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
You know what, GR?
Thank you very much.
I bet she would come over to your house and be the sweetest woman ever, and you would be like, "Why the hell did I call her a bitch?" I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yes.
I've always heard Sandra Bernhardt's a very sweet person.
I've heard that too. GR,
You guys are entitled to your opinion, even if you're wrong. You know, it's like
I'm just saying, GR.
You remember her like show that she had in like the 90s where she hosted like a late night show where she showed B movies and
Yeah,
talked like
vaguely.
like a late night, sort of like like Joe Bob Briggs kind of thing, but it was all Sandra Bernhardt and it was specifically on like sexy girl movies and that kind of stuff. It was like one of the
up all night. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it was like that, but it was on a different network and it competed with Up All Night, so I didn't watch it as much, but I like to catch it once in a while.
I've never seen that, so I think she's she has that kind of like she's mad, but it's like that mad kind of energy, but it works really well. Like Aubrey Plaza has that too. I don't know what it is, but
Style.
It's a style. It's a style. It just works. You know what I mean? So good for them. They're still going. But guys, great hot takes, everybody. Great hot takes. We gotta keep going. So I'm putting the poll out. Everybody out there in the chat. Of course, we got people on other platforms. On Katie over there, and of course, a couple people on TikTok here as well. Woken. If you're over there, come on over to YouTube and find us there to vote. I'm still working on it. Go everywhere. I gotta learn that someday. It's been 400 episodes. I haven't figured that out yet, guys. But go on over to YouTube and vote, and tell us who you think should win hot takes tonight. It comes down to you guys. You decide. It's your choice. You have the power, as opposed to Paramount. You have the power to actually vote. So tell us who you think should win hot takes. And while you guys do that, it is time for that quickie. All right, everybody. Now it's that time for that quickie. This is that time that I'm gonna do. Maybe I'm doing a shorter quickie today because we are kind of going over today, GR. So maybe I go to the 6 minute.
We are way over.
Let's go with the 6 minute quickie today, huh? How about that? All right. I'm doing 6 minutes. Let's rock and roll one more time. It's time for that quickie. Okay, cool. Is it starting? It's starting. All right, cool. Start right now. So, of course, a lot of breaking news going on. I think Robert Duvall's the biggest thing right there. I mean, what's your favorite Robert Duvall film out of all of his movies? Something that really is your favorite? Is it To Kill a Mockingbird?
No, I mean, I love To Kill a Mockingbird, but I honestly didn't remember he was in that until I saw clips today. So I want to go back and watch all of his films now out of respect and just like out of filmography and learning more about it. I mean, The Godfather 1 and 2 is probably the most prominent in my mind. And then Newsies. I totally forgot he was in that until I saw a clip again. I haven't seen that movie for years, but I was in my youth in the 90s and I was really into it. So yeah, I mean, either way I just love seeing a range of so much that he gave with his art in all the characters he ever played, even if he didn't have dialogue. Like someone had said that Kill a Mockingbird, he doesn't have dialogue. I don't remember that, but hey,
Really?
some characters it's harder to play when you don't have any dialogues, but you still committed, and it's a really only the good ones can really do it well. So he was one of those. So yeah, it's really cool to see his whole True Grit with John Wayne. My God, I mean, just got to watch the whole thing, his whole career now for sure.
I like the John Wayne True Grit more.
Which one? John Wayne? Oh, yeah.
I like the John Wayne one more.
It's funny how you kind of get into that, though. It's like you start looking at all of it now, too, and every little piece of his career, too. You're like, wait, maybe this, maybe that. But I didn't realize he didn't have dialogue in that before, because if you don't have dialogue, it's tough sometimes.
It is.
It's like,
or just one line, too, sometimes. It's just like, oof.
Yeah. What am I doing right here? And like that's why background have a lot of hard times too with it too, because like you have to like emote so much but not say anything, and then like they're like but only emote so much, but you're emoting too. It's like a weird fine line, and for the actors too in that spot too. I know I have people that have stood in for before where it's like they're like, oh, your actor's doing background today because they have no lines, but they're still in the scene. But it's always that kind of weird territory. So he's a great talent though. He's gonna be missed. I forgot about Godfather sometimes. He was so good in Godfather. Oh man. So everything he's done. You go through his stuff, you're like, wow, he was in that, he was in this, he was in that. So it's a big talent. GR, what's your favorite Robert Duvall movie?
I couldn't pick just one. Come
on, you gotta get one. Come on, GR.
No, I don't have to pick just one. I like them
answer
all.
the question, GR. Come on.
Put it this way. He was in a Vietnam movie that sucked. And he was good.
Which one was that?
Come on, you're the expert.
It wasn't Good Morning Vietnam. Was he in that? Was he in that one?
What?
Good Morning Vietnam. Good morning,
No, hell no. It was
Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now.
That's what is
the
right.
movie
Apocalypse Now.
sucked because it was so unrealistic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He
I
was
love
really
Apocalypse
very-
Now.
You weren't there, Lexi. I'm sorry. It was not realistic at all. But Duvall was
Well,
great.
that's okay. Have you seen
Yeah.
the 4-hour cut of it where they have the French people that are
I
living
wouldn't
in the
watch
middle-
that piece
It's
of
a
trash for
festival.
4
How does it-
minutes, let
I
alone
saw that
4
in the
hours.
theater. I saw the like Redux in the theater. It was like 4 hours, and I was the only person in that theater, and it was like the best night ever. I was so
Right.
here for that. Like a big old theater with the balcony.
I'm sorry. As a vet, that movie was terrible.
I have
gotta
no
watch
idea.
it. I know of it, but I haven't seen it for a long time.
Oh.
So I need to see it.
Well, you're
I mean,
too
it's-
young.
I wasn't a massive fan, but it was also like it was interesting. Of course, also Marlon Brando, the whole thing with him where he was supposed to be ripped and have long hair. Then he shows up to set and he's like overweight and bald. And they're like, what are you doing? This was my choice. This was my choice as an actor. You know what I mean? You know how Marlon Brando would do it. But I think that he was
you
great.
don't do
in
it,
this
Brian.
film.
I knew.
I didn't even try that hard, GR. I let it lie that time. I didn't even try that hard. I was like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, GR. Once in a while. But also, of course, everybody's super excited about Baywatch, right there too. Come on, I mean, like continuation. I'm shocked by this, Lexi. I'm shocked. Continuation, not a reboot. Continuation.
That's what you come to me with. I wanted to talk about Lord of the Flies, and you bring up Baywatch. I swear to God. All right, fine. I think the idea of all of it is lazy. I think we're going back to the same pool of what can we dig around in and pull out instead of
Right.
creating a new show. Because, we don't have to bring back Baywatch. We can just make a new show about sexy women that work in, the lifeguard industry. Like, there's so much, like, when you look at, like, a cop content, right? Like, when you look at cop content, like, there's so much cop content. And it's so easy to just go, let's make a new cop show. They're not, like, running back constantly. Like, they'll make iterations of it, like CIS and NCIS and AMP. I don't know what I'm getting at, but like Baywatch was like very much just of its era. It's a very capsule kind of thing. It, like I said, if you watch about it, it can only exist in that time period, that late 80s, early 90s sleaze era that we were like living through in that point. I'm like, it comes out of that. Most of the people on it were Playboy models. Like, it was specifically sold to, pretend to be a show but sell sex. So like when you take that away from it and try to like focus it down and be like, remember, like there's a story in here, it's like, no, man. And also the son on the show, as GR said, that character sucked. He sucked when he was a kid, and apparently the actor who played him was like a massive drug addict and has all kinds of problems. So I don't know if they're gonna try to bring him back.
Makes sense. No,
But like, I don't know.
Stephen Amell now.
I could not care. I care about Lord of the Rings or Lord of the Flies. That's what I care.
Or Lord of the Rings, either one.
Honestly, at this point, I'd take both of them over Baywatch any day of the week.
Lexi, we'll talk about that one second, but quickly, GR, SAG-AFTRA, we gonna get a deal?
Oh, we'll get one eventually.
You're at the
Hopefully
end of your
this
quickie,
one
man.
won't be copped out by the president like the last one.
Hopefully it all works out, GR, where we get this together and it makes us great. We're happy about it, and the AI stuff, everything's there. Hopefully Sean has to make it happen. Me, you feel the same thing, putting those good vibes out there?
I'm trying to put good vibes out there so we can get some shit done.
Yeah. Get them shit done.
I
Bring
know,
the work
I'm
back,
sorry,
right?
let's be real. Let's just get this shit done. We need to have these regulations and rules and protocols, and like, it's a union, so let's do it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. And Lexi, 20 seconds. Lord of the Flies.
You don't have to give me anything, but if you want to, like, I just don't know how you can make a TV show out of the story of Lord of the Flies. Like, if anybody's familiar with it, it's actually a psychological study.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily it's a story, but the whole story is written about the psychology of what would little boys do without parental, and it's specifically focused. They were trying to remake it with little girls, and they like everybody was like, that concept doesn't work because it has to be little boys. That's the whole point of it. And I've always found it very relatable. I've always found it like fascinating as a piece, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So I don't know about a TV show. I've never seen like the potential of a TV show. I don't know what you would do with it. I don't know, because the book doesn't need more fleshing out. It's like a book like this thin. Like, it's not a very big book, and it's very simplistic, So it doesn't need the whole TV series. If they try to expand on ideas or any of that kind of stuff, like, I am so not here for that. It is a very pure, very simplistic. It's kind of like Clockwork Orange, where that movie and Lord of the Flies, they're both psychological discussions. They're not really they make a film, but like it's about analysis, right? That's what those films are about, are analysis. So I love Lord of the Flies. Like I could go all day about Lord of the Flies. It's such a fascinating piece. I always felt I relate more to Piggy than any character I've ever related to in media.
Poor
And
Piggy.
I hate that I relate to that character. I'm like, yo, that's me. I'm the kid who gets the rock dropped on their head because I'm standing there going, why won't you stop acting like assholes?
Right.
Well, the cool thing is like the writer's adolescence writer, and that show did so great right now.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's so good. There's 4 episodes, limited series, Netflix, shot in the UK. Every episode is one shot.
Oh, I'd watch that. That sounds fascinating.
Yeah, and literally it's one shot. They don't do any Birdman shit, one shot. They go from inside a house into a true one shot into a car. The car takes them to a new location. They have all the dialogue in the car, and it moves. The whole episode's move like that. It's awesome.
That's fantastic. I'd watch that.
It's really well done. It's about a kid that he wakes up and he gets arrested because they say he killed one of his classmates. And so
I
it's
definitely want to watch that.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's really well done. I mean, it's morbid in a lot of ways, but it's also the acting.
I was like, oh, that sounds great. I'm like, yeah, the kid.
Didn't the kid win or get nominated or something?
He won. He won.
Right?
He
Yeah, he was
won.
the youngest. Yeah, that was great. Great.
He won a
speech.
Golden Globe.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like heavy content.
Youngest Golden Globe winner ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
for
that's
him.
amazing.
Yeah, he was really good. The kid was really good. The whole cast was great, and they want to do more. But of course, this is by the same writers, so it makes me be like, well, he knew how to write that kid. I makes me believe he knows how to write the kids from Lord of the Flies. So,
Well, curious what they
just
get.
don't
I
have
just
good
don't see it
actors
as
like
a
we grew up
TV
with.
series. It'll ruin this thing because it was so focused, and then you put it on TV, and you got to do this, you got to do that. It's gonna ruin it.
so it's limited though, GR. So limited
Yeah,
episodes.
but limited series, that's a little different, I personally think, because it's just like it's telling the story through a different medium, so of course it's going to be different anyway. But I mean, TV is film now. Every episode of major TV
really
streaming
is.
it's movies.
What's
It's
like
mini
people
movies,
keep
not
saying,
movies. And
why don't I watch
exactly,
movies?
containing.
I'm like, I watch TV all the time. I'm like, I don't watch movies because I watch TV. I'm like, they're like 8-hour, 9-hour films. Like it's
Right. That you can pause and go to the bathroom if you have to.
Well, hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't have a good feeling about it.
Totally. No, it's it's your opinion, of course. They're just saying as a conversation. Yeah, I'm curious because I watched Yellow Jackets. I know it's not the same thing, but it was, the vibe of it was interesting to see how they would do that subject matter and concept for a series. I have mixed feelings about that show. Like I love the concept of it, but I'm curious how they might apply that for this limited series, if that's what they're going to try with Lord of the Flies. Because it's a great book, it's amazing material, but how are they going to do it actually and execute it?
Yellow Jackets reminds me of Lord of the Flies in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
But-
definitely.
I've seen it. Never.
Yeah,
never-
it's pretty much Lexi as if we did have
check that out.
like you were saying, like if we did have like a female like group of women who got trapped the same kind of way, what would happen? It's kind of the same deal in a lot of ways. Yeah, but it's this whole. And they've got how many seasons? 4 or 5 seasons.
Great cast too. Great cast.
Yeah, I've seen the cast for it.
Check it out. But everybody, we gotta keep moving. I think we do have a winner, everybody, of Hot Takes. Whew, okay, I'm gonna move faster tonight, guys. You have voted and you have spoken. The winner of Hot Takes will be any of these individuals right here. Will it be G.R. Waters of Thursday Daddy?
Probably not, but we'll see.
Amika!
Yeah.
It's
We'll
Lexi
see.
Love. We'll see. Lexi Love. You have voted
Probably gonna be GR.
and you have spoken. We do have a winner of Hot Takes. And our winner is Lexi Love. Congratulations, Lexi!
It was a joke about Neil Young. Over the edge.
It was Neil Young, you're saying?
Neil Young joke. That's
Lucky.
and my take on Pete Davidson, because everybody knows he took Saudi money and he's a piece of shit.
I didn't know that.
You
until
gotta
said
tell
that.
us how you really feel, Lexi.
Riyadh Comedy Festival. The Riyadh Comedy Festival is the most
Oh.
disgusting thing I've
Oh, he
ever
did
seen in my
that.
entire
Shit,
life.
I know.
He did that.
Thought he was a part of that.
He was a big moneymaker, and him, Chappelle. I think the one that makes me more mad about that is Bill Burr. I will never forgive Bill Burr for that. That
Well, a lot of people are pissed at Bill Burr these days.
Yeah,
No,
unfortunately.
of all the people to take it, Bill Burr, and Bill Burr's been stepping up so hard. He's been like shooting his mouth off about like the way things are being run in our country, and he's been very vocal. And then he goes over there and does the fucking comedy festival. I was like, wow, you are the last person. I expected Bill Burr would be the one that would be sitting there shaming all of his fellow critics for doing it. That's exactly what I expected. And then he's over there part of it, and I'm just
money speaks sometimes, right there. Money speaks.
That's nothing I ever expected from him, though. Like I've never thought of him that way.
I used to do a web series with his wife Nia, and they were just starting to date back then. And
that's really cool.
It was a great show. We had fun making it, she and I. But at the same time, seeing how now with his politics and shit, like even against women, sometimes it's just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? Get it together again, Jesus. So yeah, it's frustrating. It's unfortunate. Very.
I did really like watching him rip apart Bill Maher. That was great.
Oh yeah, no, he's got good moments for sure.
Yeah.
He's got good moments. I hope
he does. Like his social media stuff can be fun sometimes, but you know, he's a comedian. And then, but you know, the problem is like that fine line where I think things change, where you're like not thinking about the comedy, you're thinking about the pocketbook as opposed to actually what you're actually creating for the art. And that causes problems, I think, sometimes. So
yeah,
going overseas, making millions and millions off of the Saudi money. And you know what, guys? WB, don't take that Saudi money. Don't take it, guys.
Don't you get there just trying to wash their image? Like,
right.
Saudis?
God, don't get me started on this.
No, I know. That's a whole other day.
Okay, we don't get her started.
Yeah. We're getting to Vince McMahon and all the stuff he's doing and all. Guys, anyways, guys, great hot takes, everybody. Great hot takes. Congratulations, Roxy. All right, let's keep going. Something else going down. I love the Mamas and the Papas. I know, like, they're a great band, everybody. Mamas and the Papas. And we're going to get, like, a Mama Cass biopic now. Will that be the next big thing that drives everybody crazy and has a great time, guys? We're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. Mama Cass coming. Come on, let's get into it. Now, of course, if you are a fan of the Mamas and Papas at all, of course you know who this is. But Mama Cass has been cast. There we go. Mama Cass has been cast. Okay. So, Viertis Entertainment has launched development of adaptation of the actual hit memoir, My Mama Cass, best-selling memoir out there right now about, of course, Cass Elliot. Now, we've been wondering who would play Mama Cass. Of course, it's a big story about here, for, of course, the Mamas and the Papas. But now we do know they have actually cast Jessica Gunning, everybody, to play Mama Cass. And this is a great cast. Honestly, when it comes down to, like, here's my thing about it. I think she's great. I think she's phenomenal. What she did in Baby Reindeer was phenomenal. I don't know if you guys saw Baby Reindeer. It was great. Oh. And also what she did, and also, she's so good in that. But also, she's good in comedy, though, too. So if you think about maybe a little bit of comedy, a little bit of drama, she can do both those as well. There's a show that's over on Amazon called The Outlaws. It was originally, of course, for the UK. They had 3 seasons. Christopher Walken's in there. One of my favorite lines on TV he did ever. He's like, go back to work. He's like, yo, I'm working harder than a prostitute with 2 mattresses. And Christopher Walken doing that. I'm like, I was like, but it's a great comedy show. And she's there. She's like the cop. But she's done some great work. And when she got Baby Reindeer and got nominated and won the Golden Globe for it, I'm like, good on her. Play Mama Cass, that next step forward. She's a phenomenal talent. Somebody I think is, of course, somebody like that hasn't had the big blowout moments, is getting it now. I applaud her. I hope she does great. I was worried about the singing. We'll see about that, guys. But Mama Cass is Ben Cass. And this is going to be more or less about like the whole industry in itself as well. Not just about the character herself. Of course, how she transcended a lot of things in that time and how she stood out as a trailblazer amongst everybody else. More about the business, her life, her legacy, her mother-daughter bond also that she had, which was a big part of this movie as well moving forward, exploring musical landscape, and of course how concerts and everything else and politics, everything that happened at that time. Now she stood up on some guys.
Just a note, Kira, that's not how she died. She had a heart attack.
There's a whole thing, right? Was it a ham sandwich or something like that?
Yeah,
that was a rumor that was a whole bunch of bullshit.
Yeah,
It's like the Elvis dying in the toilet eating a burger. Wasn't that the
right,
one?
exactly.
On. I saw it.
You saw what?
I got to see Elvis's death toilet.
You saw his death? Is that a thing?
I
You can go
did.
see
I
Elvis?
went to Graceland. I went to
Oh,
Graceland
at
when I was a kid.
Graceland. Oh.
I went there in
toilet's
the
still
90s
there.
when it was still complete and it had like all of it. Like I saw all his planes, all of his cars. I saw the whole 9 yards, man. That was a highlight of my life.
I did that too as a kid. My mom took me there. We went to Graceland. My whole family went there. We walked through the house.
One of the ugliest looking houses I've ever seen, but also like amazing at the same time.
Historical though. Yeah.
But speaking of Mama Cass, people don't realize the Mamas and Papa was a joke. It was a very short-lived little part of it. Her solo career was incredible. She put out, I think it was 4, maybe 5 gold albums.
So you're a big fan of her, GR?
No, really wasn't. I mean, because she was something that no entertainer should be. Fucking political. Keep your opinions to yourself.
Oh, no.
It happens, GR.
Sorry, I don't agree.
Sorry. Nope. That's your opinion, but nope. Go ahead.
But GR, what do you think about, of course, Jessica being cast? Gunning, you think she's a good choice for her?
She's big enough to play, almost big enough to play Mama Cass.
Well, I mean, like as a talent, she's a great talent though, GR.
But I don't really know her. Can she sing?
That's the question. I haven't really seen her sing. You know, a little bit. I think there was a little bit of singing in The Outlaws, just a little bit. But
I mean, like it's Hollywood.
She's got incredible eyes.
It's just one of those we can pipe it in kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and I think Mama Cass is just like one of those talents that like needs to be able to play the character in itself more than anything, and then you get the acting, or you get to sing with it too. And of course, if you're telling the story of her and her daughter and where that's going and her legacy to the actual music industry, that's pretty big to have someone that can. I've seen her sing a little bit, and I think she can do it. And I think that she's so versatile though, because I saw her do the comedy, very slapstick comedy. Then I saw the dramatic and like the kind of the crazy that comes out of her and Baby Reindeer. I'm like, this girl's got range. She's got range. Amit, what do you think too? You see her now? You think this? Are you a big Mamas and the Papas fan at all?
I'm not a huge fan, but not because I don't like them, because just as before my time, my parents were big in them though, so I did grow up in a household learning about them and respecting their music, and her especially because she was political, because it had to do with her human rights and civil rights and using her platform, which is everyone's right and civic duty in my opinion, because if you pay taxes especially and it affects you in your life or loved ones, then you have the right to speak up and you have a voice to do so. So I applaud her for that, especially as a woman back then. Having to deal with that, especially everything she dealt with. We need to hear her story. So I'm really excited about this one. And congrats to the woman it has this part. I don't know her work very well. I did watch some of the Reindeer Run, but I wasn't on my big ass list to finish everything I need to watch. But I know she did very good. I'm curious about more of her work. So this is a great opportunity for her, which I'm very, very excited for her on. And I look forward to see what she can produce with that. As for singing, I mean, I always prefer when an actor can do their own work with singing. It just brings so much more to the table. But I mean, we have had people sub with other musicians with singing instead, if that's like they just cannot hold a note, type of deal. I don't know. I'm excited to see what she can bring though. And congrats to her.
Yeah, I hope that she just like nails it. Do you think this would be bigger than the Michael Jackson one? What do you think?
Oh, I'm curious, because my boyfriend worked on the Michael Jackson one as background, and he had a lot of stories to maybe come on here and talk about at a later time and date when it's released. But
I can't wait. We'll talk about when it comes out. We'll talk about it for sure.
Yeah. But I also, I grew up on Michael Jackson, so I'm really curious to see. I've seen all the films they've made before, like Lifetime movie type deals, but I'm curious about this one, especially with family involved.
I wonder how much they're going to censor.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Because the family's involved. Like, there's going to be a lot they're going to hide,
Oh, right. Well, that's why it's been taken forever, because the one thing is, like, there was family not having, bickering, basically, about things about the script. Yeah, that
and
makes
they messed up. Some of the loss they weren't supposed to show on it, too. They had to cut a bunch of stuff and splice it up, because they showed somebody that was never supposed to be have any kind of movie about Michael Jackson. They're, like, based off legality-wise, and they still put that person in the movie. And so they had to stop, do reshoots. They split into 2 movies. So
They
Yeah.
violated a contract that they signed with the family. Basically, why it
Oh,
didn't come
okay,
out,
there we
hasn't
go.
come out.
There we go.
yeah, but the first
Yeah,
part looks
they're both-
great.
He does. I mean, just the fact that isn't his nephew playing him.
Yes, his
Yeah.
nephew.
Yeah, so I'm
Sure.
curious. I mean, that's really interesting to see. You know, it's the dynamic that Michael Jackson brought to his music and his career. As
I don't think we'll ever see the second half.
I
really
think
don't.
we'll see. I think this is gonna do great, GR. I feel like for some reason this is gonna be a big blockbuster success. I'm thinking about more and more. I don't know.
We know.
I wish Mike.
Lady Gaga will play him in the second half because
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Why not?
Lexi, how about you in the Mama Cass wagon? Would you check this out? Is this a biopic that's gonna make you turn like, I need more biopics?
Mama Cass is badass. I like was stated before. I know her for her political stuff more so than her time with the Mamas and the Papas. I also know she, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on this, but didn't she like hardcore hang out with the chick from Jefferson Airplane and they like party? Like Mama Cass was hard into drugs.
She was a
Like,
party, yes.
She
Yeah.
loved drugs. Like, they
She
said there was
loved
nobody who partied harder than Mama Cass back in the day. Like
Exactly.
she was a legend in like the party scene. Like
Back
so
in the
that's an interesting thing. But being a thick girl and being an actor, it's always a struggle. Hollywood is not kind to thicker actors. They're not kind to those people. They don't tend to get leads. They don't tend to get, major roles. They tend to be background characters, often used in comedy, things like that, because we as a society don't always respect them. So when there are large girl roles, there's not a whole lot of like, everybody's biting for it. You know what I mean? Everybody wants that big girl role because like there's a bunch of us out there and we're all trying to get our break. So hopefully this gives it to her. But even at the same time, even if she has her break, she's still as long as she's a big girl, gets stuck in those typecast in those big girl roles. I've seen plenty of big girls who are good actors who don't get opportunities after what was supposed to be their breakout role because at the end of the day they're still thick. And that hurts your ability to succeed. So, I mean, and that's why Mama Cass is also special back in the day because she's a thick girl who made it in the industry. I mean, that's what makes her special. I mean, that was another reason why people were shocked by her success because she was a fat girl in like the 60s.
Well,
It
and the
was
fact that
like
she had an incredible voice might have had
Yeah.
something to do with it too.
Yeah, but it's like it's nice that we can get to that point, like with some people sometimes, instead of just worrying about what they physically look like. So, but I mean, you can't have a conversation about women in Hollywood and not talk about weight. Weight is always going to be a subject of conversation, and it was a consistent struggle for Mama Cass as well in her life. She went through weight struggles all the time. That was a major part of her life. And you combine her weight struggles with the drugs. She was very, it's funny if you look at their history, they have Chris Farley and her have a lot of similarities.
Oh yeah,
And the way
I can
it's
see,
To
I
go
can
at
see that.
32, that
Yeah,
sucks.
so young.
Yeah.
So much more life to live. It's like when
Who
you've
knows where
actually.
she could have gone with her career,
Oh man, it's so sad. I hope they get a good writer too, Angel. Hope we get a great writer that does them justice. I mean, maybe the family will be involved a little bit, but it's based off the memoir, which was a big hit. So of course they're gonna probably be pulling from a lot of that content. But I would say this though too. It's like it's got to be tough, Lexi, and it's like you think about like anybody, like even the Baby Reindeer. Like honestly, the girl who played Jessica got Baby Reindeer. Like that was a big role, but she's been doing stuff for a long time. These little bit roles, and I think that is now allowing her to get something like this. And I think
even
that's great.
good as she is in Baby Reindeer, it's still a insane fat girl role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's still stuck in that place. Like, is she going to be a lead somewhere? Can she have
Right.
a lead in a dramatic piece? Can she whatever? Like right now she's getting a biopic based on a heavier set person. So, it goes back to that kind of thing. Like, I mean, we don't see the girl from, what was that? Passion? Was it what about the thick black girl? Precious.
Precious, yeah.
That girl was genuinely a good actress. She had a lot of
Yeah.
talent in her. You don't see her in
I just
anything
saw her in
anymore.
Drunken History.
She did American Horror Story, I think,
Yeah.
and like that was about it. And like, I mean, she was
And she
incredible
still works
talent
with them.
and amazing singer, another amazing singer. Thick girls are always amazing singers. When you're thick, you got to have another attribute, right? You got the titties and you got the voice. That's what you got.
Good diaphragm.
You don't need the Ozempic. I'll say that too. It's really unfortunate when people like start looking at themselves and they start getting into that world, and it makes them.
Oh, honey, I look at myself every day and question how I got here, and I desperately want to lose the weight constantly, but also like it's a struggle. It's a constant struggle. Being fat sucks.
Well, you're very lovely, Lexi, and we're happy to have you here. Just know that you're loved. People care about
what
you.
I needed you to praise me.
Oh, always. Always.
Thick goddess. There we go.
There we go.
I'm just gonna say we don't need to add. We gonna say the goddesses are amongst us. That's what I will say.
There you go.
And I will say this over. Mama Cass will never be forgotten. I don't think. I think there's people that love this. I worry about Gen Z with this, Gen Alpha. I always worry about that.
But I think watch this. This ain't for Gen Z. What are you talking about? Gen Z doesn't. I keep coming on your show and telling you they don't watch movies.
No, they don't.
They don't watch movies. They watch short form content.
They watch verticals. Make it a vertical.
Verticals.
Everything they watch is catered to. Now, I will say they watch a lot of like how to do stuff, like making things and stuff. Like they watch a lot of like that kind of content. But, like,
really?
Tube University.
Yeah, like how tos. They watch a lot of how to content, like how to make food and how to whatever. None of them do it. But, like,
how to excite the thirsty daddy. They're watching that video.
Yeah, that's it. That's what they watch.
I actually saw a thing today that was fascinating. Apparently, Gen Z is the first generation to have a lower education than the generation that comes before them.
Oh.
And they're just not doing well, and we're still sharper and smarter than them as a generation. And I was like, because we're supposed to be aging out, right? Like they're supposed to be coming in and taking up like our mantle.
So old, Lexi.
We're still carrying it, and like it's worrisome, like in regards to the workforce and things like that, because like they can't do anything, and it's like a real issue. And the generations like coming before me and JR were talking about this before, they won't get off their phones. They don't do anything. They can't handle anything that's not 2 minutes long. Like,
disconnect.
And I watch it all the time because I'm watching kids all the time, and I'm like, these kids, like, they don't stay off of their phones. I don't have to interact with them. Like, I don't do anything with them because they don't want to. Like, I try. We try to get them to watch movies all the time. The little girl that lives here, her mom desperately wants her to watch Labyrinth with her. She will.
Oh yes.
And I was like, I said, you can try. I said, I'll guarantee you 15 minutes into that film, she's just going to be on her phone or leave the room.
You got to take the phone away.
She couldn't even sit through like K-pop Demon Hunters. Well, she just doesn't have the attention span for it. Like, it's not an insult on her. Like, it's where she's at in her life. But like, they're all like that. Like, they don't have attention span. Like, my one friend's kid is different because they raised them in the old school ways, like of like watching things like that, and they restricted a lot of that stuff. So there's parents out there who put the effort in that they got their kids like there, but like the vast majority, like the device is given to them, and I'm surprised we got here with the Mama Cast talk, but like,
it happens.
Like it's like like you were asking though, like they ain't gonna watch that, man. They're gonna watch YouTube shorts. Is what they're gonna watch. They're gonna watch 30 to 2 minute long content, and that's the most their attention span can happen.
And this is why the box office sucks these days too for everything. You know.
Well, how do you cater that? How do you cater that demographic? They do like A24 films. A24 does very well with Gen Z. They like horror tends to go over well with them, especially when it's interesting or original. But like we're not really making content for them. It's all the content is made specifically for millennials and boomers. They don't make anything for Gen X. And
GR.
So it's like everything. All these remakes.
They
all these
cater to somebody that's got the intelligence to watch them.
Right.
Well, I will say this, though, overall, I hope Mama Cass does great. That is a bigger underlying issue we have going down here in our ether.
Bigger? So uncalled for, Brian.
That's a different problem we have here. That's a universe that's beyond me right now that we have to deal with. But maybe one day we'll fix it. Brian? That's a
larger.
A roundabout. I can't fuck no. I will say this though. Mama Cass is coming, guys. Get ready for that biopic. Mama Cass. Mama Cass was Britney Spears. So very quickly, guys, we're gonna get into this quickly. But Britney Spears sold all of her music away, gave all the rights away, and our feature story of the night. Thing is, like, What Britney did right here is what a lot of people are doing. So Britney Spears, guys, has sold her entire rights to all of her library, everything to Primary Wave. Now, Primary Wave is getting all these people's rights, musicians, but baby, one more time. Oops, I did it again. Everyone that she's done Lucky, it's all gone over to them for about $200 million. She sold everything. So they get the main rights to it. Now, a lot of artists have done this before. This company themselves have gotten Stevie Nicks, Bob Marley, Smokey Robinson, Whitney Houston, Prince, Olivia Newton-John, Ray Charles, Aerosmith, Def Leppard. I mean, you go through the list of people they've actually, like Air Supply, they've gotten so many different people right now and their rights, and they've paid them off and taken it. Some try to fight, get it back, some don't. But Britney Spears has said, at this point, I'm giving away all my rights. Now, she did say that she was done singing. She's done performing. So I guess that's it, guys. $200 million. That's over with, guys. Great deal, bad deal. I never think that artists should give their rights away. I just don't think it's a great deal. Even for $200 million, I'm still like, but why? Because the money gets getting made. If you're a big artist, the money keeps coming in. Why sell it for a one-day pay when you could actually have that money into the future? Your kids, your future, your hair, everything. I think you're selling yourself off in a lot of ways. I just think it's a weird thing to do. A lot of people do it in the music industry. I still am bummed about it because if they want to get back to it, it's a massive fight. Look at Taylor Swift. She had like only her lawyer. I was actually her agent. She didn't sell it up. Her agent. She fought to get that stuff back. The whole thing with the Beatles. The Beatles wanted their rights. Michael Jackson owned it for a while, and then Michael wouldn't give it back to, of course, Paul. So your rights matter, GR. You were in the business for a long time. Your rights matter. Are you shocked Britney sold these, or you think that it made sense for where she's at in her life right now?
It's her choice. I mean, I know where you're coming from, Brian. I understand it, but it's $200 million in your hand beats the hell out of a little bit here and a little bit there. And with that money, she could set up her great grandkids with education and all that stuff. That's important.
You're saying just invest it. What's up, Kay?
Well, it's kind of hard to piss away $200 million.
People do it, GR. People do it. People do it.
No, a couple of million, yeah, you can do that. I mean, let's face it. I know at least 5 people that I've heard about that have pissed away their lottery winnings.
Yeah.
But then I also know a couple that won 55 million. And they now have it all invested, and they've got houses in Honolulu, Paris, London.
I want all those places, GR. I want all those houses, GR. Can I have all those houses?
Well, when we blow this up a little bit bigger, we'll get there.
Then we'll get all the houses. Well, there'll be studios. We're going to go hang out and shoot it live over there. So it's all the business. It's traveling business. Cruise Control from Honolulu. Cruise Control from Paris. Cruise Control from, come on, everywhere. Come on, guys. But GR. But I mean, it's hard for me, like, as a person, to give those kind of rights away. Do you think it was tougher? Do you think that she was like, all right, this is the right? Because she says she doesn't want to perform anymore. So, like, maybe
I think it's part of it has to do with her parents. She didn't want her parents to have control over anything anymore. Well, she can take that money and put it somewhere she wants.
Well, now she's got it. About 200 million, Joe. They haven't actually said that's 100%, but around 200 million is usually what they actually pay out for these kind of things.
You figure she's just, if you put it in a bank at 6% interest, every million is $60,000 a year.
Yeah.
They, do that math 200 times.
People spend that on bullshit though. Johnny Depp paid $30,000 a month on wine. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Well, so he's a drunk. What that prove that?
I think he's got the most expensive wine from the universe. He's like, give me the most expensive stuff that was like at the bottom of the lagoon that was touched by George Washington. You know what I mean?
A bottle of 1812.
The guy, the producer, Scott Storch, he snorted all of his entire fortune away. Cocaine. He had the biggest cocaine addiction. He was the biggest producer in the 2000s, and immediately you never hear about him. His name, remember every rap song, Scott Storch, all of it. That's the biopic I want. I've been begging for the Scott Storch biopic. I can't think of a biopic I want to see more. I want that movie so bad.
Oh, there's too many people that being implicated in it. I don't want that.
Like, that's a more interesting story. But yeah, like, you want to talk about somebody who snorted their fortune up their nose? Absolutely. Like I hear about this stuff all the time. It's not even like, and honestly, 200 million is very much for Britney Spears catalog, a legacy artist. It's not just
For
like,
all of her stuff.
when I look at Britney's they present her like as an offering. Like they talk about how every millennial they'll find like a child and like break them on purpose, for the purpose of sort of sacrifice to the gods. The entire episode of South Park. I was like, I think about that a lot with Britney because like she didn't want any of this. All she ever wanted to be was a small town girl with a family. Like she wanted to be a mom. She wanted to have like the most simplistic life, and everybody around her like forced her into this and pushed her into this. And all she did was try to like find a way out at every opportunity. The K-Fed stuff, all of it. It was just a consistent
K-Fed.
lifetime of watching a poor woman desperately try to escape a system she never wanted to be part of, and her having a mental breakdown in front of everybody. And it's like, this is not who this person wanted to be. This is never what they wanted. We can respect the music, which I think I could say in Britney Spears' case, when you look at something like the Beatles in comparison, which is not comparable, but the Beatles wrote, produced all of their own music. There is a lot of return on a production that you involved yourself in. Britney had, ghostwriters. She had a team of people writing her music for her. How much of it is really hers to begin with? Does she own if she owned the catalogs, that was a best benefit to her, because having your, like, that's what we talked about, Taylor Swift. She didn't own her catalogs.
Yeah.
That's why, like she can sing her songs, but she doesn't own the catalog. She doesn't have the rights to them. So as long as she wanted to take control, and that's what her action had to be, was to re-record all of her music in order to take control. It was an unnecessary move at the end of the day, especially since some of the re-releases are not as good as the originals. But like at the end of the day, like that's how she got control of her work. And if you're not interested in performing, you're not interested in the end results, you never wanted this to begin with. Most of it, you probably had a bunch of people helping you make anyway, because you were just an image. It's the same with Katy Perry. Katy Perry is entirely built. Like she's not an original human being. Like they used her body and like put a thing on her and whatever. She was a Christian like jam band girl.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and now she's, where she is. So it's like when you have those conversations about like what this person individually wanted in comparison to the end result, it's not the same as people who want to form a band and make a band, whereas a custom built pop star is a team of people working on it. And so if you're trying so badly to escape that life and that world, then like 200 million is all you need to take care of your kids, all you need to have a normal person life. You don't need to do anything at that point, and like it gives you the freedom to whatever. But when we're talking pure logistics and money, 200 million is nothing, and that. And that catalog of money alone is going to return 200 million to whatever corporation owns it. And as long as they own the rights to all that stuff, like that's the one thing, like with her, like she could have legacy passed that on to her kids, right? She could have like let them keep collecting the residuals.
Well, that's what I thought,
that kind of stuff. So it's like there is that. But I think like for Britney in particular, like the level of I don't want this in my life is so much more.
She doesn't want it at all.
Like she's like, yeah, like, and then there's people in the chat are saying she can record another. She's never going to record another album.
No,
never.
She's done.
She does, like the level of done that she is. Like I don't think you could be more done. Like I mean, like honest to God, I don't even think she finished her entire residency in Vegas. Didn't she do like half?
No,
of
she
it?
did.
Like,
Yeah, she didn't finish it.
She's like, I'm out. I don't even want to do this. And like her residency in Vegas was great. Like all day.
I wanted to see her.
Treasure. I feel more sympathy for her than any celebrity I've ever seen. Like I can't think of anybody who had it rougher than that place than like somebody like her. Like my God,
Michael. I think Michael Jackson and her kind of lived through the same kind of shit a little bit.
That 2000s era where her vagina was being photographed on every frigging, what I mean?
You're right.
Paris and Britney Spears,
assaulting his kid is
like I was like that era was disgusting. The paparazzi were disgusting to her. Like she lost her mind, and it's like Jackson dealt with a lot, but like we never saw that from him, never to
Well-
that degree, not for 10 years either. 10 solid years of watching Britney Spears have a mental breakdown in the public spotlight. 10 years
man.
of her vanishing into nowhere, her finally coming back in the last like 3 or 4 years, and like people going, well, you're not whatever. She said, I didn't want that, and now you're selling your catalog. I'm like, just take control of your life, girl.
Yeah.
Leave
And then
Britney
she's
alone.
still dancing with
Leave her alone.
Leave Britney alone. Yeah, I saw Queen posted that too. But you like great points there, Lexi. Again, being a woman in that spot, I can't imagine how they made her all about sex when it came down to her too. You know, and
especially
treated
at
her.
a young age.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Even
They
like
were- they were-
Star. She was on Star Search, right, when she was a kid, and
Yep.
the
She was
host,
a Star
what's
Search
his
kid.
name, was like, "Do you have a boyfriend?" She's like, "No." She's like 9, if that.
like,
Yep.
And she's like, "Can I be your boyfriend?" And she just looks at him like, "You're an old man. Why would I?" Okay.
why even asking me that
Like,
question?
I know that
though?
was the time frame, but like also no, that should never even have. Should never have should been put in that situation. Nobody should have been put in that situation.
Yeah.
No matter what.
She shaved her head. You're right, Kira. She shaved her head. She dealt all that. She had some breakdowns, and even now, like what she's
Lindsay
gone through.
Lohan,
She's
that's the one I was thinking of. Lindsay
Lindsay
Lohan.
Lohan.
The knife video alone.
Nope.
That one time she was like, "I have knives and dancing." She's still.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
an
that was so
amazing talent.
funny. Yeah.
I know. I was like, "Okay, Brittany, you got it, girl." But
Come
Stop
on,
it.
girl. Be
But
careful,
also-
Britt.
she doesn't care. Like you're saying, she's done, and when you're done, you're fucking done. You know, even
I
if
mean,
you're
Lohan,
a very
like, she
talented
was done
person.
too. Like both of them, those two got put through the ringer. Brittany and Lohan, they
Oh,
like Paris
yeah,
was
Lindsay.
there,
I'm so
but
glad she's
Paris
trying to
never
get
got
back.
it the way they did.
Yeah.
Crazy
The
talk.
time frame in Hollywood
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it's a weird time. But I mean, what do you think though? Like, what's going through her head? Do you think that this is just really her just being like, all right, I'm done with this. They're offering me enough money. Let's move on and just like ride off into the distance? Is that what this is?
Yeah, I mean, from what I'm hearing, this is the first I'm hearing of it, so I don't have all the information and context to really understand the details. But from her journey alone, I think I'm agreeing with what's already been said. I think she just, with her mental health situation as it's been, I think it's probably best for her to just get out of that toxic environment altogether, including her library, which is sad and disappointing because it brought so much joy to so many people, and that should be the reason why you want to keep doing it. But if that's not, if that is the reason actually legitimately for her, and she doesn't feel it anymore, then more power to her to do her own thing with her own life, and to actually feel like she has the control she deserves of her own life because she didn't have it for so long.
I just worry on me. Like, it's like one thing I worry about in general is like, you know, she has had those videos. We might, sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're scary.
Yeah.
Sometimes like, is Britney okay? You know, we say it all the time. We've said it a bunch on Kruse Control. Is Britney okay? And I worry that, like Lexi said earlier, like you could blow through that money fast with, you know, drugs, sex, rock and roll, everything like that, you know, in that world. I just worry that we get to a point where Britney just like loses it again, or something happens and then all that money's gone. And then what happens to Britney, you know? I worry about her as a person.
That's the thing. Just like, I don't know the music industry as best as SAG-AFTRA, but like, does she get residuals from that music? Probably not. If
Why not
anything,
now?
it's probably just a couple cents. That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's like, yeah, you may get some residuals from big films or big music albums, whatever you are part of. Doesn't mean you get a lot of money back though, and that's why we keep talking about it. That it's a labor issue for us all around. It's not
What people, I'm sorry, I
That's okay.
apologize. I was just going to say that most people in the music industry don't own the rights to the music. They didn't write it.
right.
They
That's what I
perform
was
it,
thinking.
and that's what they get paid for. They don't get paid for the songs themselves. In 99%
Unless they're a
of
writer
cases.
on it, or they're for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I was
They
trying
still
to
get
say.
something, but
The
that
producer
something should
credit.
be more since they are the talent and the identity for the music. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like it's still
The
labor.
reason the Beatles wanted control is because they wrote that stuff.
Right.
So
And so
Scooter
they
Braun
wanted
and
their
pop
music
music
back, and
industry.
they get the residuals for it. But in most artists, most rock artists, you didn't write that crap. Somebody wrote it. You perform it.
Well, even
They
Britney.
get the money for that.
Right.
I think
Still
Lady
get-
Gaga helped write some songs too. So it's like,
Yeah. There are exceptions.
But it's a different
great
than our world. I mean, I was agreeing with
Right.
what you were
No,
saying.
I was commenting to somebody in the comment section saying that they still get residuals from the music, and I'm trying to say that that's not always the case, as you're saying yourself with the information that unless you work in the industries, you don't understand how it actually works, and it's fucked up how they treat people in the industry.
Well, you think you're going to get rich because you're a rock musician,
Right.
And
it
unless
doesn't
you
work
write
that
it,
way.
you
Well, I
don't
was
get.
thinking about like film. Like I was thinking, like I'm gonna work on this guy's film, and I was like, I'm not gonna ask to be paid. I'm gonna ask for a percentage of whatever it makes
Mm.
because I'd
That's
rather.
called smart.
Yes.
Right. And I'm like, I will ask for a small percentage, and I'm like, if it takes off, I'll make a lot of money. If it doesn't take off, I won't. But I would rather put myself into like that position than be paid like $1,000 up front. Because all
Right.
I get out of that is $1,000. And if you go make $20 million off of this thing that I worked on with you, I'm like, I would rather get a percentage of whatever you gain from that. So like my thing is when I work now within the industry, whenever I work on things, that's going to be how I'm going to operate. I'm like, I don't need you to pay me. I need you to give me a percentage of what you make. And that
A
way,
lot of smart
get
actors in the past have done that. So you,
yeah.
That's a
The
right
guys who
smart way
make
to
the
do
most
it.
money have done that. All the
Yeah.
ones who make the big bucks, they did that, and they're still getting returns on their films.
Mhm.
So it's
That's
like
fine. It's smart.
that's the way you handle things. Is you put yourself into that position where you're like, give me a percentage, because like I said, like Scooter Braun owns most of the music in the world because he's a producer on it. If he's producing your music, then he owns it more than anybody else. It's that producer credit that will give you the residuals way more. Think of how much money Dr. Dre makes. Dr. Dre is
man.
so many things. Like
Right.
No
his
one's kidding
Couple
about
of bucks
Dre.
here or there.
Mhm.
yeah, like it's like but you know, when you do 50,000, you know, people's projects, then that's, you know, so it's just like Britney didn't make her music. We all need to like come to that realization. Like she's not a
She's so
Michael Jackson.
lucky.
She's not a Beatles. She's
Lucky,
not.
that was a good one.
Yeah, it's a great. It's a great song. I love that song.
Her
It's
best song
so-
is Ice. Nobody talks about it.
Ice.
That's a great song. Yeah, nobody talks about that one.
She's
I'd
not
listen to
Mama
that.
Cass
Yeah.
either, so you know.
I don't
No,
know.
she's not.
Britney is Britney for her own means, you know. And Britney is Britney, and I think that the chat's even saying, "Oh, she'll always be known." Yeah, she'll always be known, and I think it might get to that point. I hope it doesn't get to that point where she takes this as like, okay, 200 million, we invest this way, and we go here. I don't have to ever touch this again. I hope it doesn't go the bad part where you spend it, it's gone, and then it's forcing you to come back to do something you don't want to do anymore.
Right. Yeah.
You
no,
know?
that's a good point. Hopefully not.
I hope
Only
not.
time will tell,
Yes.
Brian. Only time will
Yeah.
tell.
She's a massive talent. I'm always gonna love Britney. I remember when she first came out. I remember when Oops, I Did It Again came out, and I was like in high school, and I was like, man, this girl, there's something about her.
Mhm.
GR, don't you give me that GR. What are you doing, GR?
Her sister is
Dancer,
way
that's
more
for
messed
sure.
up than her too. Like
Oh, her sister definitely is, because we talked about that. Like, there's some weird stuff that's happened to her sister when
got
she was
pregnant on
acting,
that Nickelodeon set, and yeah.
and they made her have an
Well, her
abortion.
parents are kind of fucked up too, so you know.
Yeah.
They
She
made her
has
have an
the same
abortion.
Toxic,
Macaulay
environment.
Culkin parents, that same kind of thing, like
Yeah.
garbage.
Well, it
parents who
was
just work for them.
Lexi was actually a producer on the show that made her have the abortion because he's the person that got her pregnant, and that still
Yeah.
hasn't gotten
I
out.
knew about that.
You know,
Yeah.
that still hasn't been taken care of. Like, that guy got away with it. He got a 14, 15-year-old girl pregnant, and he just got away with it.
Don't let your kids work for Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
If it's one thing we've learned throughout the years, is that Nickelodeon was a
Especially in the
cesspool
2000s.
of like
Uh-huh.
child predators and child this, both in their animation divisions and in their live action divisions.
Okay.
On the flip
They have
side,
had some of the biggest
Let's
beefs.
not put ourselves
know.
in for
But
lawsuits here.
on the
Let's-
flip
No,
side,
it's just observation of the facts.
yes. On the flip side, I have worked
You
on a
can
lot of
still
great
be sued
Nickelodeon
for it,
productions
trust
too.
me.
Go to we have some good call. You got to
Yeah.
talk about the things that are bad. You got to talk
Yeah.
about Hollywood. I'm sorry, I don't care who it is. You got to talk about it. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
the movie I want to see. I want to
I
see
agree,
the story
it's a-
behind the scenes and all that. That
Right.
would
Oh
be,
man.
that's a
I know
mess.
Keenan Thompson. Like, let's talk.
Let's talk, Keenan. Come on, Cruise Control. Talk about it. But I mean, I will always like talk about the bad, the good, the ugly, all of that. We talk about all that. It all makes the story. It's a narrative. It's the real world stuff that happens. You can't ignore the bad. If you ignore the bad, it only gets worse. And with that too, a lot of bad happened. I've had some great times in Nickelodeon myself. Worked on a lot of Nickelodeon shows. I've just have. Did a guy grab my ass as director when I was working at Nickelodeon show? Yes. But did I get hit on by a guy? Yes, it was my director. Did you say, hey, let's go have a handsome off in my dressing room? Yes. But a lot of great people though too.
Serious?
But there you go.
That's
I'm so sorry that happened
up.
because it should not have happened ever.
The good and the bad. The only time I've been sexually harassed on set was on a Nickelodeon show. But you know what, though? I roll with it. I got my job. I kept going. It wasn't right. It wasn't fucking
It
right.
doesn't make it okay.
It's not okay.
It doesn't make it
But Nickelodeon,
okay.
the higher ups, the people didn't see it, but there were some good people there. There are also some shady motherfuckers. So, just
On that note,
on that note, I love you, Britney. I love you. Keep going. I hope you're gonna be okay, Britney. Nothing but love, Brits.
Stay well.
Britney Spears. Yeah, Britney, because oops, she gonna hopefully be okay. Thanks for being here on Kruse Control, guys. Appreciate you. Happy to have you here, of course. Welcome back, and happy to have, of course, the thirsty daddy himself, GR Waters.
our pleasure, buddy. It's a good night tonight.
Much haterade tonight, GR. All the haterade.
Oh, always got haterade around, you know.
Got to bring that haterade, GR. Thanks for being here. Always have good and the bad there, Kira, too. Also, thanks, Miss Lexi.
Terrible story like that. That was just gonna be like, poor Brian.
I was not too young when it happened, at least, right?
What did he think?
I know. It wasn't great when it was happening. I was like, can I just tell you, when it was happening, the whole crew was in front of it when it happened too. So the whole crew heard it.
God, it's awful. Okay, we'll move on from this.
They let it happen.
Having me on your show and telling me your terrible story.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, Lexi. Good to see you back, Lexi.
Always a pleasure, babe.
Appreciate you. Hope you had a good time tonight. Also, thank you, Amin Khan. Thank you, Amin.
Thank you. Thank you for the conversations, everyone. And joining us tonight. Always appreciate the conversation.
You gotta keep bringing them, Amin.
Absolutely. Always, baby. Always.
And everybody check out Ripple. Check out, of course, Jane Talks. Check out the Late Night Lockdown. Go check it all out now. Hit up Amin. And she'll be your new best friend because she's our best friend. She's hanging out with us all the time. Good to have me back again.
Yes, Fun Day Mondays. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me join.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you so much. Look at Sean's. I want to talk about Highlander and GI Joe right now, and not kids and that. I understand that. That's a Wednesday conversation right there. I'll see you there, Sean, on Wednesday. On Sean, we're gonna get back into more on Wednesday. Appreciate you guys all being here. Wednesday, we got Sean, we got Mike back too, coming from Portugal as well. So we're gonna have a big show on Wednesday. Trevor will be back. All the guys there hanging out on Wednesday, talking about Marvel shit and everything else in between. We'll get into all that. But thank you all for being here tonight. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for being on Kruse Control. Happy Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll catch you back on Wednesday. But until then, everybody, keep spreading that love, spreading that joy. Tell your friends. Also, wait, hold on. Shit, I'm embarrassed to go by the audience. Queen, Countess, Kira, also Sean, also, of course, Angel out there, Kira over here, and also Woken, and also, of course, Katie, and also, of course, Wheelchair Gamer. Thank you for being on TikTok. Everybody else, I don't see your stuff. Thank you for being here, guys. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Spread the love, spread the joy. Tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great grandmas and grandparents who are Nicholas and what the fuck is this happening now? I said, yes, it is. Tell them to stop. Tell them to stop. Tell them to stop.
Stop.
Don't do it. Until next, everybody. See ya.
Control show. Control show. Cruise control show. Cruise control show.
Peppy, we need to talk, dude.
Yeah, GR. I know I give you a hard time, but it's for the good of the show.
Yeah, you do, but I want to talk to you about something really important.
Spit it out
We need to get the word out to people to like and subscribe to Kruse Control.
and join our Patreon. Yeah, you see how we working together now? That's some teamwork shit. Teamwork makes the dream work.
I'll team up with you on this, but our feud is far from over.
Okay, whatever.
We'll see how long this lasts.
Nothing lasts forever, like my snickety snacks, which you told me you were going to buy, but I don't see a bag of snickety snacks over there on the table. Where they at? Where they at?
Peppy, let's get back on track. The show.
You are 100% right. So, everyone out there,
Please like and subscribe.
and if you have a little extra cheddar, please make a donation so that Pep Star can fill up his snack cabinet. GR, don't ruin this moment. Please like and subscribe.
It helps us with the algorithm, and it costs you nothing. Thanks for watching the show.
Thank you.